gonna end it all.
Please don't end it all. Don't even end it a little bit. I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, hey. Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back. Today we're back with another Ace Attorney stream. Hell yeah, I actually managed to not say Splatoon. I've programmed my brain too much. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. It is not Friday, but Thursday, because Mika's gonna be busy tomorrow. Do you want to tell the crowd what you're busy with?
I'm going out. I'm cosplaying Maya tomorrow. I'm going to a convention, and I cut my bangs for it, which ended horribly, so I had to do some extra touches. But like, I'd say it was pretty horrible.
I disagree. I think you overreacted out the ass, okay?
I didn't overreact at the ass. It doesn't help when your sister starts laughing.
Yeah, because she's your sister and wants to make fun of you. Listen, this is my verdict, my case in point.
My verdict is I want Goto so bad. I want to see him today. I wanna blah 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 with me and him. I wanna make Skelly jelly.
Oh my God, help me! Anyway,
can you make me kiss him on stream, please?
Sure, I'll make you kiss him on stream. Anyway, if you guys didn't miss the last stream, I'll give you guys the quickest rundown that I possibly can. Last stream, we did some more investigating, some more fishing around. We found out that Glenn Elg is like the super insane programmer and made this malware called DJ Shithead.
MC Bomber.
MC Bomber.
MC Bomber.
Yes, MC Bomber, which was sold to our fake Phoenix, Zinyop, fake Feeny Man, aka Furio Tigre, aka Don Tigre, aka the Tiger, aka the Murderer. Probably. Or accomplice at best, either way.
And then we got jumped.
Hold on, wait, there's some more stuff to cover. We found out that Tigre's assistant, Violetta, I remembered her name, was, what is it called? Was caught in an accident.
Viola.
Oh, well, it's Violetta's her full name.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it's Viola, and then Violetta is just what he called her.
All right, well,
like a nickname.
We can check the court record.
I'll just check right
now. Anyway, sorry, I'm gonna get this spiel out the way so you guys are caught up. Come on, brain, you can think of the rest of it. Yes, we figured out she was in a fatal accident or whatever. Not a fatal accident, but like an accident that left her with a fatal injury to her head.
I was right.
Oh, okay. That. And Mr. Tigre was the one involved with it. And she was doubting. She was on copium, if you will. Anyway.
Poor girl.
I think we found out some other stuff. Like the chef had Glenn Elg's medicine. Yeah, and that he most likely helped. Well, I'm getting to the court in a second. Anyway, we cross-examined Mr. Gumshoe. He's stupid. No, I'm kidding. I love him. We cross-examined.
He's stupid. Bottom text.
We cross-examined Mr. Armstrong, our twink chef, and got him to confess that he was an accomplice in the murder of Glenn Elg. It has been.
He confessed.
The current hypothesis. Yes, he basically.
He
confessed.
didn't confess to us.
We forced him.
We're just like found a path to making him confess.
Oh, he's kind of static. Give me a second. Oh, my bad.
Speaking of, how is Don Tigre not the reddest flag you've seen? The man is red. This
is true.
Hello.
That should fix the audio, hopefully.
Even Edgeruff could see it from a mile away. He's like, "That's not my Phoenix, Pookie."
That's not my Phoenix, right? Anyway, one more thing that I'm forgetting. Ah, yes. The main thing that we did discover is that the old man was in fact not lying. The reality of the situation is that Tigre assumed the identity of Glenn Elg and reenacted his murder in front of him. So cool. Anyway, I think we're done yapping. I'm gonna say let everyone in chat and then we'll get started.
No, can I say hi to everyone in chat for you?
You're my guest. Go ahead.
Do I say their full name or do I say like?
Do whatever you want. Whatever seems easier or more sensible.
All right. Okay, let's start easy peasy. Hello, alright, hello. I'm gonna call you Forces of Nature just to make it easy. Hello, King Ice. Hi, Skelly. Hi, GZZ. Hi, Anti-Flow, or Anti-Flow. Hello, that's it?
Yeah,
Hi,
that's it.
RPG in chat.
Oh my god, hi
Wait.
Mikachu, you're God, it's a cutie patootie.
Hi, Mikachu in chat.
Anyway, let's get into this. I'm done stalling. I'm sorry. Alright, let's continue.
Are you?
Episode 3, Recipe for Turnabout, Part 4-2, Trial.
Yes, please. You look so pretty today.
You shush. You look pretty today.
Can I read the green text?
Go ahead.
January 8th, 1:21 p.m. or 13:21. District Court, defendant lobby number 1. Yippee! So we're finally gonna see the tiger on the stand. We've almost got this case won now, Nick.
I wish I could agree.
Huh?
When I called Sam and Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was just doing what the tiger told him to do. But Godo picked up on it, remember? He pointed out that without proof, you don't know if what he testified is the truth.
You mean, you think Mr. Armstrong was lying?
I don't know, but if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're going to need. Hey, pal!
Hi, wife.
Detective Gumshoe!
What are you so jumping about, detective? Your hair's standing on end.
Hey, that's the pot calling the kettle black, little Miss Top Knot.
What does that mean?
That is not a top knot.
Never mind about the hair, just calm down, alright?
I can't stand still when I don't have a job to do. I'm gonna get wound up. Ah,
No kidding.
you gonna have something you need me to do, pal? Anything.
Well,
Hey, I'm gonna take a jog back down to the precinct. I can get some prints analyzed for you if you've got an hour.
an hour? The trial will have reconvened by then.
But Nick, we still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence, right?
True. Not some kind of trump card to pull out of the bag. We're really stuck. You say you could get some fingerprints analysis done in an hour.
You bet.
In that case, would you mind checking the prints on this for me? If I'm not mistaken, I think we want to get
And
these
you hand over
checked out.
Maya.
If you're going back to the station anyway, could you find out whose prints are on this? Not these. I'm stupid.
Oh, hey, that's a small bundle I gave back to you this morning, right?
Yeah, I think it's time we've solved the last mystery of who the prints on it belong to.
Sure thing, pal. Actually, that's been gnawing at me too.
Small bottle given to Detective Gumshoe.
Okay, I'll get this off to the lab right away. Just make sure you don't lose the case before I get back.
This is pretty much the final showdown, I guess.
It's time to separate the phonies from the real guys.
January 8th, 1:56 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Let's slow saga. Welcome to stream. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Godo, did you find this Furio Tigre? I even tamed him for you. It was a 3-cup job. No problem. To tamed him? The guy's name may be Furio Tigre, but come on. He's pretty lively. Be careful. He still bites. Very well. Please show Mr. Tigre to the stand.
Hi, Umpy.
Witness, please state your...
Grah!
Don't hide under the table, Maya. Unless there's room for me down there, too. What'd you say to me? Sorry, I gotta get his voice back down. It's like a little raspy and like New Yorker.
What you say to me?
There you go.
Hell yeah.
No, nothing. I didn't say nothing. Honest. You're gonna guess that Furio would induce a bad Brooklyn accent in the judge.
I got business to take care of, you hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole?
Oh my god, he said hell!
Was it you, Spiky?
Ah, no, of course not. It was the judge.
He's gone.
Your Honor. Oh dear, I seem to have dropped my pen. Where on earth is it? Don't mind me, just carry on with the proceedings as normal. That's it, we're doomed.
Maybe you didn't hear me. I said, who the hell was it that called me out in here?
There's no need to shout. We can all hear you.
What'd you say?
There's no point struggling. You're caught in a snare, the relentless snare of the law. Go ahead. Hold on, I gotta make
What?
you. Hold on, I gotta make you kiss him. Oh, do I have your layer locked? No, I don't.
Hi, Pookie. I love this man. Let me sit on his shoulder for a bit.
I'm in the other angle.
Mama.
There you go.
Yippee!
I gotta
Hello,
rotate you.
Mr. Godo.
You know, you're perfect on his shoulder.
This is so stupid. Hello, husband.
My god. Alright. And I'm the one that hauled you in. Too cool.
Don't let him get the better of you, Nick.
Let's start with the basics. You know about the incident in question, correct?
Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, mass boy.
You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bird?
Maggie who? I've got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas.
Of course. Well, perhaps you could give us your testimony then. Please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder. Seeing this goddamn chair is so funny.
PHOENIX WRIGHT. You was the one who set this up, didn't you? You was gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You heard what I'm saying?
Maybe I should have brought a diaper with me today.
Ah, poopy baby. Get a grip, Nick.
Witness testimony, the tiger's alibi.
I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with the business in December last year. Spent all of my time in the office. Got well lined up to borrow cash from tender lender every day. You just want to check my alibi? Just ask via letter.
I love his like,
What you doing?
at last I found my pen. Very well then, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Ah!
What is it? Please, witness, if you could refrain from shouting out like that.
I know the kind of games that guy in the blue plays. That low life ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid details till he wins.
Low life? Me?
Listen up, Smarty. Every time you ask me something that don't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $50,000, and you's gonna borrow the cash from me.
That's one loan contract I refuse to sign.
And don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you tangle with the tiger.
It's tango, but whatever.
I love a good spectator sport. Just a minute, that's really not. This witness is, how can I put it? A hungry tiger roaming the urban jungle. Get on his bad side and he'll bite everyone's heads off. Yours too. Very well. I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here.
Are you serious?
You's better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus.
The court will impose a penalty for any irrelevant pressing of the witness testimony. Keep that in mind as you begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor.
You can do it, Nick.
Come out from under there already, would you, Maya? Cross-examination, the tiger's alibi. So I have to actually be strategic when I press now. So with this. By Violetta, you're talking about the Cadaverini's families. Also, let's check now. Oh, I'm curious. Oh, it is
It's Viola. I know this because last time you checked her profile, you didn't read her name, but I did. And I was like, oh, that's just a nickname. Or he's...
I don't,
It's obvious that he doesn't know her name and just is saying some shit.
I don't know, my brain is like, nicknames are usually shorter, not longer.
I guess.
Yeah, you don't want to cross with them, or you's gonna wind up sleeping with the fishes. Once the Godfather finds out you's been dragging Violetta through the mud, he'll do you in.
Sorry, I couldn't quite put it all together towards the end there.
Oh, he said that just like Viola, didn't he?
I get the feeling this might not be the right time to probe him about her. I won't, not yet. It's too dangerous to suppress things without knowing where they might end up. I better just focus on gathering information at the moment. Now then, Mr. Tigre. Sorry. Would you mind repeating your testimony from the beginning, please?
My time ain't free, you hear? You's better remember that. If I miss that bus, someone's gonna pay.
So what do you think I should press on?
Well, I think you can, like, ask him anything, but as long as you don't press further. I think I would ask about, well...
Sorry. I
was gonna ask about his job, like what he was busy with in December.
Okay.
That was so important that he had to stay in his office for that long.
Alright, I'll see. I don't buy that you haven't even heard of the incident that occurred at Tres Bien.
Heh, you's got a big mouth, right? You was trying to say I was in some mob hit? Is that what you trying to say? Where's your proof then?
Evidence, yes, well...
For an attorney to make an accusation in court, he must have evidence. That's from loan shark to lawyer, a beginner's guide, yeah?
Ah, I see you're the studious type, Mr. Tigre. Very good. Why don't you ask him to represent you sometime, Trey? What should I do? It's too dangerous to press things without knowing. Alright, this is it every time. Are you sure about that? We're talking about 1 month ago, you know.
You see these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is.
Sharp? Is he talking about Viola Cadaverini?
She writes everything in my schedule. December mainly in the office. That's what it says. So that's where it was.
My brain. That seems like a rather, sketchy schedule. There he goes again. What the tiger did all December isn't the issue. What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder. So, now what?
I feel like that's the thing that you'd have to press, but you can look at other stuff.
I want to press this, actually. Mr. Tigre,
what'd you want?
Sorry.
What's you want?
Ugh. If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail. This is a dead end, Shred, and you know it. Remember the rules. No, it's essential that we establish the witness's alibi accurately. I agree. The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day too?
Maybe you ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats. Wanted to do business with me. I ain't never seen that young kid before.
I do believe the witness's last statement was important. Mr. Godo, if you could please. Mr. Tigre, the court asked you to add that last statement to your testimony.
Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself.
That testimony is important. Because how would he have known who got killed if he wasn't there?
I said you don't know nothing about the murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did he know about the guy?
That seems like a stretch, I'll be honest.
I don't think so.
I think it is. We'll hold on to it. Alright. So I think you got a lot of customers at your black market loan office.
It's tough with the little guys these days. Small businesses are feeling the pinch. Boss of companies like that want to get good with me. I'm their best friend.
I see. That's very admirable of you, witness.
Yeah, well, tender lender's motto is win through compromise, you know?
Win through compromise? What is that supposed to be?
Compromise the customers to win. That's what it means. You've got it.
With best friends like you, who needs enemies?
Here, let me spell it out for yous all. You don't pay me back within 3 days, Spiky, I take what's due. And you stupid head. Yous follow what I'm saying?
But I'm not one of your customers. It's too dangerous to press things without knowing where they might end up. What's up, Duck? Welcome to stream.
What?
I want to ask Violetta next.
There's gonna be a whole thing where Violetta betrays him. It's gonna be cool. I'd love that.
Mr. Tigre, what you want?
If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail. This is a dead end trade, and you know it. Remember the rules. Pressing the witness without evidence to back up your attack is prohibited. As I said earlier, the court will impose a penalty for such behavior. Wow, okay, I see how it is. Ouch, the pain. Now then, Mr. Tigre, would you mind repeating your testimony from the beginning? Okay. You didn't know Mr. Glenn Elg? Really?
I don't mess with the guppies when there are bigger fish to fry. What'd you say, boss?
Who? Me?
How's I hit you with a fat $200,000?
Well, I was thinking about purchasing a nice car from Europe.
You seriously considering this?
Wow, the Tiger's a really good salesman, huh?
Yeah, and if I want to sell this case, I need to copy him.
How about you hit him with a fat piece of evidence, boss?
Wish it was that easy.
I could go for some Cheeto. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
It's on my mind.
I don't think there's anything here in the evidence that would be worthwhile.
Come on, Pookie Nation, you got it.
I'm stupid.
Come on, Oomphy.
Okay.
I'm not saying that because I know. I'm just saying that because I'm cheating.
Okay, just hit me that we have this. Can I just present this, please?
What?
Glenn's calendar. On December 3rd, the day of the incident, there was a note saying, meet with the tiger.
Objection!
Yeah. Mr. Tigre, you claim you didn't know Mr. Glenn Elg, but it appears that Mr. Elg knew you.
What?
Mr. Elg left this little note on his calendar. Meet with the tiger, and the date? December 3rd. December 3rd? That's the day of the murder. So, Mr. Tigre, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glenn Elg, because on the very day of the incident, you met with him.
I like how he's like not shocked. He's just like, you fucking with me? You fucking serious?
Duh. Not bad. You was actually not bad.
So, sorry?
I was just messing with yous to see how good you were.
Did you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad.
That's one comment I can do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth.
Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated.
You's calling me a liar? Is that what you doing?
Roro, Raggy.
So you're saying that you're claim to have never seen that kid before is the truth?
I said I'm dead serious. You's better believe that's the truth.
Then I'd say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic. That is, while you testify for the court again, Mr. Tigre.
Oh, yes, would you mind indulging the court, witness?
You never actually met the victim. That's gotta be a lie right there. It's time I nailed this guy. Witness testimony, the victim, Glen Elk.
I ain't no liar. I never met Glen Elk. There was some lame guy with that name, though. Wanted to borrow cash from me. I set up a meeting with the guy at my office, 10 to lender. I waited around for him, but he ain't never showed. I never even been to that Très Bien joint. You see?
I see. That all seems perfectly logical. You had arranged to meet with the victim, but he didn't show up.
I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you, right?
Cross-examination, the victim, Glen Elk. Can I press things safely now, please?
Nah. You's on trial.
And yet, your name was written on the victim's calendar.
Get the horse calendar out of my face. I'm the tiger, not a lame horse, you porcupine. Tigers like me eat horses like that for breakfast.
No, no, no. Witnesses aren't permitted to eat evidence. Not that they ever would. Well, there was a case once where a young lad ate.
Anyway. What's up?
Phoenix. He ate the evidence. He remembers, and that's why Phoenix.
If you had never met the victim before, how do you explain this note he left? It's very strange. According to the manager of the firm where the victim worked, December 3rd was the date he had to repay his loan. He wasn't due to discuss borrowing money, but repaying what he owed.
Oh, yeah, maybe you was right. Whatever it was going down at the beginning of December.
So you did meet Mr. Elk then?
Hey, right, you might want to cool your jets for a sec.
So your meeting wasn't supposed to be at Très Bien then?
Why would I want to go to a dump like that? If I want to talk with my clients, I got novice decked out for the job. I got the best punching bag you ever saw in there.
Not exactly a professional office you've got there, but, you know. So you were in your office on the day in question. He didn't show up. What do you think, Trey? Let's see. How does a dead man get from a fresh restaurant to a loan shark's office? And you yourself didn't go to Très Bien?
What are you trying to pin on me here? Why don't you come down to my offices? We can chat about this thing my way, yeah? I got the best punching bag you ever saw in there.
No need. I'm good, thanks.
Listen up, I ain't got nothing more to say except this.
Never. Not even once?
Not even once. I was in my office the day that went down. I didn't put no poison in no kid's coffee, capiche?
Do you really think he didn't meet Glen? Do you think he really didn't meet Glen Oak?
Not likely. Because I'm convinced this guy's behind the whole thing.
So, you mean that whole testimony he just gave was a lie?
Of course.
So we can't afford to give him the time to think of ways to plug the leaks in it. I've gotta nail him while I still can. Ugh. All right, so immediately, the thing I have in mind, hold on, let me check something. Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Hey, Chet. I think it's so cute that Phoenix ate that little glass bottle on the fish trail. Is it the fish trail? I think so. It was so cool.
I was
and
not
then
gonna
it's
be
a reference.
Okay.
Oh. Well, I like it that it referenced it here.
Oh,
That's so
the
cool.
first case. Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. I think this, please. I feel like this makes the most sense by a long shot. Is the 3 p.m.
Yeah.
matches.
If you wanna. I don't. You're lucky. You can remember all the evidence, but I can't. Because like, in the back of my head, I'm like,
Let's-
only. It's hard. It's harder to remember stuff. When
I
you're
know.
older.
There's 3 pages of evidence, and it's been almost a week. It makes sense. Mr. Tigre, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches?
Matches? What you was talking about?
We found them in your office at Tenderlunder. They're from that restaurant.
What?
Because you've really never been to 3 p.m. before. What was a book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk?
You's been snooping around in my stuff now, too, wise guy. What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me.
That's a little mom poke in the stream. Order. Well, witness, I think it's time you started telling us the truth, don't you? So sorry. So sorry, I'm terribly sorry, forgive me.
I ain't no pussycat. I don't go back on what I said. But okay, I was at the joint that day.
What?
But listen good, alright. I might have been there, but I still never met that kid.
Well. Looks like an order just came in for another testimony. I'm this close to proving it was him. Did meet Glenn Elk that day. And he did put poison in his coffee. He must have. Witness's testimony at 3 p.m.
I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. Figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split. I heard the cop sirens on my way out, and I went straight back to my office.
I see. You didn't actually meet with him in the end, then. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor.
Hold it. If I wait around here any longer, I ain't even gonna make the normal express. No more stupid questions.
No problem. Anytime Try presses you on something irrelevant, I'll see he pays a penalty. But Mr. Godo, that's my job. Your job is to slam that little hammer of yours and call it guilty verdict. Shut up, Bon Karma. So do it. Yes, sir.
The special express ain't cheap, right? Just so yous know, since yous paying.
Oh man, doesn't the rule of law mean anything around here? Cross-examination at 3 p.m. Oh, we're back to deciding what the heck I'm gonna press. I have 5 options.
Well, you could try to press him for like a time, because he said the police was there, and that doesn't make sense if it happened right after, because the police only came there like 40 minutes after, because the guy was looking for the phone booth during his testimony, and that took 40 minutes supposedly.
Why was he so late, is what you're saying?
No. He said he walked in there and the guy was
Yeah.
dead,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And he said, and he did, and he heard the sirens on his way out.
Mhm.
So, either he was late to the meeting, which I highly doubt, or there's like that discrepancy of there wasn't police on your way out, and you were there beforehand. Like, you know what I mean? You could prove that he was there, like, before. If
The
he
fact
says
that
that
her
he wasn't
police proves that he was there. Hold on.
there. I heard cop sirens on my way out. On his way out. Meaning that would be around 2:40.
Yeah, yeah.
According to the time that the officers actually came. But if he testifies this was at 1, then that's the biggest discrepancy because it's like the police only got there at 2.
So, what do I press this first one then? Because this will give me the
Yeah,
time.
press whatever you want. I'm only here to watch.
So the meeting wasn't due to take place at Tender Lender at all then. Oh god.
The kid was making a fuss about coming into the office. It's always that way when I want to talk about repayments. Even though I got the best punch bag you ever seen, if there are any issues.
Maybe it's because of the punching bag that people are scared to come? So that's why you decided to meet at 3 p.m.?
Huh. You're going over old ground again, Trade.
So sorry.
You just earned yourself a penalty. Now suck it down.
You will suck down the penalty, Mr. Wright, and you will like it.
Thank you,
Guys.
sir. May I have another? You went straight back. Did a bout of guilt suddenly hit you for what you did?
What you was trying to say? You trying to tell me yous ain't ever been guilty of nothing?
We all have our crosses to bear. We all have to swallow the dark secrets we hide. Like this.
I mean, he quite literally had to swallow.
The quorum's not exactly the place to talk about dark secrets, is it?
It seems you've done it again, Mr. Wright. Another relevant line of questioning. I must impose a penalty accordingly.
How about a penalty for those two jokers in the garbage they keep coming up with?
Well, Nick, what do you think?
He's running out of ways to avoid the truth. I need to press him fast before he has time to think things through. Gotta come right back at him with a contradiction.
Be careful what you press him on, though, or you'll get penalized, okay?
We've already lost half our meter to only penalties. Oh, and some mistake we made earlier. So we have 3 messages left, or 3 pieces of testimony left.
I'm kicking my feet.
What should I do is the question. There's some kind of information I need. So you didn't actually set foot inside the restaurant then?
The tiger's a busy cat. I don't hang around for no one. I ain't got time to be caught up in no murder investigation.
So, when exactly did you pick up the matches? There are matches just inside the front door. Our detective friend wound up in trouble with the chef. You're taking 5 books home.
Poor gumshoe. It's almost enough to make a man cry. So he barely stepped inside. I think now is worth looking at the evidence. Not relevant, not relevant. Why are you still here? I have to remember that this was found in his place.
Oh god. I want to press more. Ah. Mika bestie, please. Oh, she's gone.
I'm making corn dogs.
Why are you making corn dogs now?
It's become a bit at this point that I have like some kind of food in the making.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Open the door to.
If I was in this court, I'd be like, Your Honor, he's capping.
Ruffles paper.
According to my papers, he's stupid.
I want to press more, but like I don't know. I don't feel like I'm gonna. I feel like I need something out of this. There's some information I don't know yet.
Then press. What do you gotta lose besides a meter in a life? Your dignity?
If
That's already long gone. You're
There's
cheating.
2 pieces of testimony I haven't pressed yet, so I'll be at maximum 3 on my meter. This didn't actually penalize me at all.
You mean you saw Glen Oak's dead body? I guess I did, but I only saw it from behind. He was wearing some raggy bit of cloth he called a hat.
What time was this?
Finally.
I don't know.
Bitch.
Huh? You know what winds me up more than anything else in the world? Watches. Round watches. I ain't gonna pollute my paws with some ticking hen picker.
Out of interest, Mr. Tigre, what winds you up the second most?
Huh? What you think? Square watches.
Is this guy for real?
Look, all I need to know was that something bad was going down in that place.
Interesting.
Plomp.
So you saw his body from behind, saw his hat, didn't step inside, only opened the door and grabbed the matches.
But why would he grab them? Maybe he's a bit slow.
Last thing I'm impressed yet. An ugly scene? What do you mean? The witness has already told us straight, which makes that question irrelevant. But
Could you have seen him? Isn't there like folding screens?
I lent myself to 17 cups of coffee during a trial. That's the rule. You better limit the number of times you take a penalty trade, or your guts will look
Resist him.
like the inside of a chimney, ashen. Don't make me burn you again, Mr. Wright.
What is this?
I guess I shouldn't have pressed him on that.
Guess I'm gonna make that special express after all.
So to recap, this ugly scene you saw was...
Okay, as I was saying, would he even be able to see it? Cause like, isn't there like, isn't it impossible to see the guy dead and hunched over because there's a wall in the way?
Yeah.
Now kill him, Mr. Wright. For my name is- You should go with, I saw the guy dead, and then you showed the floor plans. Like, hey, hey. You can probably show it to
The sign?
the laid over the table. Because that's more specific to, oh, I saw him lying down. Right?
You're something of a loan collecting pro, aren't you, Mr. Tigre? Mika Carey, by the way.
No one escapes the tiger's clutches.
Well, I'm something of a lie detecting pro. No one escapes the Phoenix's clutches. I think it's time we got something straight. What's this trade? A new line of irrelevant questioning. These are the floor plans of the crime scene. You said that you were standing at the entrance, Mr. Tigre. From there, your field of vision would have covered an area something like this. Indeed, the witness would have had a clear view of the victim's seat.
Isn't that what I just said? I saw the back of the kid's head.
Unfortunately for you, that is not possible. If the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables is a tall partition. Why? That's true. Now, look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. In the entrance, the field of vision of any customer walking in ends here.
Oh?
So, from the entrance of Très Bien, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat. But you did see the victim that day, because you met with him.
Objection.
Wrong. Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday? The victim was alone at his table. But the defense just proved that point to be moot. The victim witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glenn Elk, but a fake. What? In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer poses the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade. That will do. This trial has gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer who impersonated the victim? You say the killer murdered Glenn Elk, and then impersonated his victim in a performance for Victor Kudo. In that case, Mr. Wright, reveal the identity of this criminal to the court. I never reread that text because I didn't actually internalize it. Hold on. Say the killer murdered Glenn Elk and impersonated his victim. Yeah, okay. So this is just him. In that case, Mr. Wright, reveal the identity. Well, he does happen to be
It's Maya.
on the witness stand. Obviously. The killer is Furio Tigre. No one else could have done it. What? Well, witness?
Good. Now that's cute. You think you can pin this on the tiger? Maybe you don't understand. The tiger is the king of the jungle. So I dare you to say it again. Come on. You got the guts.
You can't threaten me, Mr. Tigre. It's the defense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright!
Sounds to me like it must be you, old man. You've got guts. I'll give you that.
Mr. Wright, do not leave me to handle this alone. Yeah, perhaps I can end this embarrassment. But Mr. Godo, let's just go back over Mr. Kudo's testimony one more time. The old man didn't see just the victim. Oh, no.
The servant no brought him a cappuccino, but she put something in it. There's no question about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there.
Was the victim he saw the real victim or not? That doesn't matter. The fact remains, he saw the accused put the poison into the coffee. Yes, it was the waitress who poisoned the coffee. But very impressive, Mr. Godo. Waiting for my absence to launch your attack.
This is so fucking hilarious.
Found your pen at last, right? It was in my pocket. But anyway, Mr. Kudo witnessed two people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glenn Elk, and the waitress from behind. Yes, your point, Mr. Wright. I think the conclusion is obvious. This Glenn Elk was really the killer in disguise. And surely it's possible that the waitress was also part of the show. What? You mean the waitress was an imposter as well?
Among Us.
The defendant, Miss Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident. And someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her. Who on earth was it? Who was this waitress that Mr. Kudo witnessed? Well, if you direct your attention.
It's me.
Who is this woman? Her name is Viola Cadavarini. She's an employee of Tenderlender.
You was making a big mistake. Do you know who Violetta's grandfather is? You better be going home in an armored truck tonight, if you know what I mean.
Stop shaking, Nick.
Where was I? Yes, the defendant, Miss Bird. I stated the following. Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's sure that there was another customer in the restaurant. She was sort of creepy. And she had a kind of cackling laugh. There are just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table who nobody but Miss Bird seems to have seen. The earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when the eardrum was ruptured. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. There's only one logical explanation that clears up all of these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice. Once for real and once for show. And Mr. Furio Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime, is you. Witness, what have you got to say?
That's cute.
So sorry.
You's all right. I could do with a guy like you around.
What do you mean?
Okay, I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to get me to my meeting now, but I'm gonna give you one more thing to think about before I go.
Something to think about. This theme again.
You's got it all wrapped up nice, all right. But you's missed one real important thing.
That can't be.
I was in the joint that day, and I met that kid too. But I couldn't have poisoned him. Just hear?
What? Do you really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre? What a troublemaker. Troublemaker? Looks like we're going to need another one for the road. One more steaming cup of hot testimony. Indeed. Witness, you will explain yourself to the court. I will give you one more chance to testify. What happened that day at 3 p.m. between yourself and the victim? Witness testimony ties to the victim.
Yeah, I loaned L cash about $100,000. That day, we was due to have a little chat. The kid had hit his paycheck date, see? So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, I won $500,000. He got lucky. You know, real lucky. That waitress hadn't done what she'd done. Everything would have been over.
Now, I see that the principal amount you loaned to Mr. Elk was $50,000.
Yeah, well, you've got the VIG to take into account. Interest builds up fast, you know.
That's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice as principal. And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question.
Yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got that $500,000 just in time. So I ain't have no reason to kill the kid. If I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case.
His motive? He has to have one. What is it? I actually think I know what it is. Cross-examination, pass to the victim. Okay, so before I press anything, my theory is he initially was going to receive this disc as payment, right? Potentially worth millions of dollars, but instead he was able to get the money he needed to pay off the loan normally. Therefore, he wouldn't have to give up his precious software.
What happened?
Were you not here for anything?
No.
We didn't do much. Were you here when I got the evidence right?
Can we look over the dialogue?
What? No, there's some dialogue history.
That's all? That's it? That's all we have to work with?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Stuff.
I thought that was the only piece
I thought
of
you weren't
dialogue,
here
'cause
for
I
like a
was-
significant amount of time.
No.
All right. I loaned out cash about $100,000. Do you have any way of paying the loan back?
The fool was a gambler. He said he couldn't give it up until he landed a big win. so I agreed to help him.
Help him? You?
I kept hitting him with the ideas for ways he could get a big win. The guy kept losing.
You were helping him for his sake or yours?
Went through compromise. Yous help me, I help yous. What's the difference, huh?
I don't believe this.
Nick, would anyone really ever loan money to someone they thought was unreliable? Like, for example, if I were you, I'd only loan you like $5 max.
Thanks a lot, Maya.
You're welcome.
They were due to have a little chat. The kid had hit his paycheck date. How much were you expecting him to pay you back on that day?
What do yous think? The whole package, $100,000 including interest.
It's a real heavyweight punch.
Once a client misses a repayment, you call the whole loan in. You want to make it in my world? That's all yous gotta know.
And how many times had Mr. Elk been late with his repayments?
Once.
How much is he supposed to pay back every month?
$50.
I think Mr. Elk was in a
Mr.
real...
Elk.
Oh.
I hate you! Ah, it sounds like a Mr. Elk was in a really sticky spot. Wait. Okay. Yeah, $50 a month. He'd never pay on that huge loan off. Says PHOENIX, right? And then Tigger goes, so anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up with his serious red look.
How much does he have left on his debt?
You wanted them round figures? About $100,000.
That's the whole amount. We're talking about a guy who had 58 cents in his wallet.
Like a...
What? You telling me he wasn't even gonna pay for the coffee?
He certainly seems to have been a brave man, this Mr. Elk.
That guy was smooth. I'll tell yous, real smooth. You'll have your money in less than 5 minutes. That's what he says to me. The guy then calls me the tender tiger. He was skating on thin ice with me.
Is that because he...
The guy won the lottery. It was his last chance at a big win.
And you can confirm that this is a ticket in question.
That's it.
The Millionaire Radio Show starts at 1:30 and runs for 10 minutes. That fixed the time you two met with some accuracy. The whole scene was acted out again 30 minutes later. Also that Mr. Kuda would see it.
I can still see the kid's face now. I ain't never gonna forget it.
Was there anyone else in the restaurant at the time?
I don't remember.
There was no one there. I'll wear that ridiculous tiger shirt for a month. Mr. Armstrong, Maggie, and if I'm right, Viola Cadavarini were all there at that time. So the victim had intended to repay you from his lottery ticket winnings from the beginning.
Seems that way to me.
But would you wouldn't normally expect to win the lottery, would you? Undying belief that your next roll will end the worst losing streak you ever had. That's what defines a true gambler. Makes it sound so cool.
I'm tempted, Nick. You haven't got the willpower for it.
All I know is the kid took a shot and he got lucky in the end.
This line doesn't make sense to me. The waitress, you mean...
That girl with the glass into the fence chair. Who else could I mean? She hadn't gotten in the way. Things would have been bada bing, bada boom, over and done with.
Maybe I should push a little on this. What do you mean things would have been over and done with?
Are yous all there what? I'm talking about the cash. I was there to get my $100,000 back. That's all. I'm a businessman. It was all coming together before that waitress got in the way.
As far as I can tell from the witness's testimony, other than recouping his loan, Mr. Tigger had no motive for killing the victim. Witness, you will amend your testimony to reflect what you just said. Tiger's motive, huh? Are you saying you had no other motives that day?
Yeah, so what?
Then, why did you take the lottery ticket when you left?
Why do you think? Because of Four Eyes over there.
He's a Maggie.
How about you go ask Four Eyes about the $500,000 ticket? She wanted it so bad. She poisoned Elk's coffee.
A likely theory. Your word hasn't held the water lately, Mr. Thigde. Let's not forget this witness was actually at the scene, Trade.
Well, a lot don't exactly agree with some of the deals I sent down. I couldn't be there when the cops showed up, so I split.
I see. Your Honor. The witness's last few statements are worth a good 2 cups of coffee. Well, Mr. Wright, are you happy with the testimony, or would you like it amended?
What's amended?
It basically like fixes the testimony to be more accurate. I'm not going to get anywhere with the testimony as it stands. Your Honor, the defense would like the testimony amended. Very well. Witness, you will amend your testimony to reflect your recent statements, please. Sorry. I think I'm trying to pin the crime on Maggie. Ask him what he saw. It's only going to damage our case. What do you mean things would have been over and done with?
Are you all there?
Okay. Ah, I gotta pick which testimony he uses. I see. I'm gonna take this actually. This seems way better. Okay, I might be tunnel visioning a little bit, but I really feel confident on this. But I need
feel confident.
but I need reassurance.
You got it.
That's not the I meant like logical reassurance. Like I'm not an idiot.
Oh.
Do you know how I want to present the CD?
Well.
So, the CD was found at what is it called? It was found at Tender Lender, and supposedly was going to be used in this deal before he won the lottery. So what I'm anticipating is that he wanted this more than the money. And with now...
You're wrong. The CD wasn't found at Tinder. Wait, yeah, it was. Never mind. I got Tribune and Tinderlander confused. I was like, what are you talking about? It was not there.
It feels like the... I feel like I'm jumping too hard, but I really want to.
You don't know how you jump until you do it, right?
So you just intended to get back the $100,000 Mr. Elk owed you, correct?
I loaned the guy the cash, so that's my right.
Unfortunately for Mr. Elk, I don't believe the $100,000 is what you were really after.
Objection!
I could go fix some cucumbers right now.
What are you getting at, Trey? Shut up about the cucumbers. What else would a money lender be after other than money? Oh, the money lender was after money. But money in a totally different league. The kind of money that a single disc like this would fetch. What is that? A computer virus, Your Honor. A virus called MC Bomber. A computer virus? What does one of those do? A computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc on the insides of a computer. A computer? What does one of those do? I guess the beard isn't the only part of his honor that is from the Stone Age. I'll explain it to you later, Your Honor. Right now, this is the important point. A virus like MC Bomber would have been worth several $1 million on the black market. So several $1 million? Lending money with no hope of ever seeing repayment would normally be bad for business. But in this case, the very fact that Glenn Elk had no way to repay the money is crucial. What? Glenn Elk was a programmer, a highly skilled programmer. That skill was the collateral Mr. Elk put up in order to borrow the money.
Objection!
You're trying to suggest the witness's motive was to get hold of that program. Exactly. The witness may have poor fashion sense, but he is by no means an idiot, Trade. A man like him could get his hands on $1 million without resorting to murder. Of course he could, provided that he had time. But what if he had needed the money right then? When the pressure's on, the luxury of choice tends to disappear. It seems you have a logical conclusion for this theory, Mr. Wright. Would you care to share it with us? Why did Mr. Tigre need money to the tune of $1 million? Ah, and that's where this comes in.
My tummy.
Your tummy? What's wrong with your tummy? If I'm not mistaken, it would be this.
It would be, considering he said he never paid it.
Yeah. In December of last year, you found yourself in need of a huge amount of money. About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An incident involving a car and a scooter in which a young woman was injured. She was taken to the hospital where she underwent surgery.
How much of this do you know?
This medical papers document the treatment of the young woman in question. According to these, her operation cost $1 million. And yet, when the payment was due last month, you somehow managed to pay it in full. Well, $1 million? A preposterous sum. Someone should sue these HMOs. Yeah, I got that right. No one would pay a bill like that. The medical association got wind of it. The hospital will end up as dead as a morgue. But Mr. Tigre had no choice but to pay, because his very life depended on it. Ah. Order! You say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright. Indeed it did, simply because the injured woman was none other than Viola Cadavarini. Did you say Cadavarini?
Bro was not paying attention.
Bruno Cadavarini, mob boss in charge of all underworld activities in the city, and doting grandfather to his precious Violetta, also known as Viola Cadavarini. Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss, correct? It makes sense. You were desperate to acquire the $1 million Bruno Cadavarini demanded of you. So desperate, in fact, that you decided to sacrifice Glenn Elk's life to pay your debt. On the day of the murder, Mr. Tigre's sole intention was to get his hands on the CD. Glenn Elk had no way of paying back the $100,000, and Mr. Tigre knew it. But then a miracle happened. The kind that Mr. Tigre would prefer to say never happened, but he can't, and neither can I. The lottery win. Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Elk won $500,000 on the lottery. Sorry, at the 11th hour goes so hard. Which left Mr. Tigre with no way of getting his hands on the all-important CD. At least, no legitimate way. So he resorted to illegitimate means. He put a little thang in his drink.
Hoo-ha.
That's crazy. He murdered Glenn Elk and then made his next move. To frame Maggie Bird for the crime. Mr. Tigre posed as Glenn Elk, while Viola Cadavarini played the role of Miss Bird. And then they reenacted the whole thing in order to establish a witness. The witness being the one we all heard testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Kudo. Like I said, Trey, that's crazy. No one could pull off a stunt like that. For starters, there's no way the chef could have kept in the dark about it. But Mr. Armstrong was in on it from the very beginning. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Godot? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money too. $500,000, in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tigre's plan. Order! Silence, or I will clear
the... You's put on a good show, Spiky. If yous want to stay alive in the loan shark business, you gotta be careful. You saying I dressed up like that kid, create a witness, and frame someone. If I did something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail as bright as my shirt. I ain't dumb enough to do something sloppy like that.
I agree.
You do.
Despite your appearance, you are very careful. That's why you took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure Miss Bird had no way out.
Well, what? Another one, Mr. Wright. Interesting. Why don't you fill us all in, Trey?
Oh,
What was this trick you say Mr. Tigre performed to frame the accused?
the bottle?
No, the badge.
Oh, okay. I was thinking. My bad.
What on earth is that? What an insult! What an insult to think anyone could be fooled by such a childless invitation.
Consider yourself insulted, Your Honor. Mr. Tigre, you didn't just pose as the victim on the day in question. A month ago, in this very court, you posed as me.
What? That's
The truth.
but the witness looks nothing like you, Mr. Wright. Although, now that I think about it, it was you, wasn't it? No doubt it was you, standing here in this very court, a mere month ago. The Phoenix Wright who put up the most disreputable shopping defense I'd ever seen.
I like that his sprite actually looks like a tiger in his memes.
I know. Can you prove that, Gramps?
With the attorney who represented the accused here a month ago was this man. Are you prepared to take the stand and testify that it was him?
Hey. But forget about it, yeah? I wouldn't do something like that. Not me. You made a mistake, right? It was someone else, huh?
Have you no pride, sir?
This isn't a matter of pride. In case you didn't know, Tread, here in the court, we deal with people's lives. Mr. Godo is right.
Your Honor?
Speaking for myself, I am absolutely convinced. The attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over this court as judge, with the vested power to hand down a verdict. Someone in my position cannot be swayed by a memory without evidence to support it.
No!
If the defense has no further evidence, the court will now excuse the witness. The circumstances surrounding Mr. Tigre are dubious for sure, but not conclusive.
But we've come so far.
You say you impersonated Glen Elk. You say he impersonated you. But none of that adds up to a murder charge. You don't have a shred of evidence that the witness poisoned the victim's coffee.
Ugh. Ha. Sucks to be you, rat. Don't mess with a tiger, or you're gonna get mauled. You's got that?
All I should do here was chase him around a bit. I was so close to getting him to admit his own guilt.
Huh. Looks like I won't be needing a refill.
I just have one more piece of evidence. One more piece of evidence and maybe I could get Maggie off the hook.
This witness's cross-examination is over. You are free to go, Mr. Tigre.
Please. Where is he?
Hold it! Your Honor, sir. Wait!
Oh, he looks so good.
Detective Gumshoe?
Detective Gumshoe!
Sorry it took so long, pal. I staked everything on this. My badge, the works. So here it is. My heart's counting on this too.
What is it, Detective?
Isn't it obvious, pal? It's the final decisive piece of evidence.
Whoa. What?
I love the freaking the freaking variation playing. It's so good. January 8th, 2:48 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1.
Sorry it took so long, pal. But I finally got the results from the lab.
The results.
How about the prints, pal? From this medicine bottle.
Oh, so do you know who the prints belong to now?
You think I'm some kind of hack detective? Of course I know.
Oh, I need to up your volume just a little bit. There you go.
Rah!
Ah.
Rah! So, tell us, they're tigers, right? I knew it.
You bet. Clear as crystal, all over the bottle. They're Furio Tigre's paws prints, all right.
That's great. We've got him now, Nick. What's wrong with you? You've hardly said a word since Detective Gumshoe got here. He's laid everything on the line for this, Nick.
I know. Look, I'm sorry. It's kind of hard to say, but it really doesn't make any difference whose prints are on that bottle now.
Huh? What? Why not?
What we need to produce at this stage in the trial is irrefutable evidence that the tiger put poison in Glen Elk's coffee. He already admitted that he met the victim. The fact that his prints are on this bottle, it really doesn't make any difference now.
I knew it. Great. No matter how hard I try, never have any use.
Hey, don't be so hard on yourself.
This is our last chance to help Maggie. And I've been working on some useless piece of evidence the whole time. It's all right. I'm a real loser. It's not breaking news to me, pal.
Oh, it's Violetta. It's Viola. Probably.
All right, go for it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, it's Maggie!
Detective Gumshoe?
Maggie.
You've been working on something for me?
Sorry I let you down, Maggie. I know you didn't do it. I'm a detective. I'm supposed to be able to prove stuff like that. I'm really sorry. I'll get out of your hair now.
Detective Gumshoe, wait!
It's gone.
Isn't there anything we can do now, Nick?
I wish there was. I should work so hard to get that evidence. If only there was some way I could use it. Small bottle, the victim's ear of medicine, covered in Furio Tigre's fingerprints. January 8th, 3:04 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Mr. Wright. This is a very interesting thing to play at this time. Yes, Your Honor? I grant you a recess so you can prepare this decisive evidence you've discovered. Yeah. Don't keep us all in suspense, Trade. Show us. Naturally. We can assume it's evidence that will actually stand up in court. Can't we? Think, Phoenix. Like Gumshoe's hard work go to waste.
How much more my time are you was gonna waste? I ain't been to no court before. But you lawyers sure know how to blow things out of proportion.
No doubt, given the nature of the evidence, it will speak for itself. Nevertheless, you will talk us through it, Mr. Wright. I know I can't prove anything new with this evidence. I'm really backed into a corner here, but maybe if he thinks he's got me beat, he'll let his guard down a bit. Don't keep us waiting any longer, Mr. Wright. Present this final decisive piece of evidence to the court.
My attorney's badge! Maybe she's here to figure.
I have to get this right to sap all of the rest
Just
of my
say-
meter.
Just say.
Like it's
Unless you can't save during here.
No, you can't save.
Why would you wait up until now?
So I don't usually save.
Well, dear PG. Let's think. Like, you have Gumshoe's bottle. I guess it's a small bottle.
Question is, do I present the small bottle?
No, present the small bottle. You know why? Because he could have been poisoned through the medicine.
It's
Trust.
gonna take like 10. This is gonna take like 15 minutes to get back here.
I guess. Just do it. Better than not doing it.
This is the defense's final piece of evidence. Isn't that the victim's? Your Honor? Naturally, the court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting new information has come to light. And we have clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belonging to you, Mr. Tigre.
What?
But, Mr. Wright, what conclusion are you hoping to draw from this new information? Everyone here knows what this bottle contains, except one man. One person in this courtroom should theoretically be in the dark.
My prints are on that fancy-looking bottle. Is that what you saying? Well, what the hell's in it anyway?
Phony trial, phony lawyer, and phony clues. Everything about this case has been phony. It is the perfect excuse for some phony evidence. Mr. Tigre, this is a decisive piece of evidence that will prove your guilt. Why? Because it contains...
The cyanide. The cyanide.
This bottle contains potassium cyanide. But potassium cyanide? The poison used to murder Mr. Elk, Your Honor. The victim's killer used this very bottle. And on this bottle, Mr. Tigre, we found your fingerprints.
Well, how do you explain that? You'd make a good clown, you know that?
What?
Yous ain't never gonna get this to stick. Yous just making me laugh now. You think a cheap bluff like that's gonna fool the tiger?
A bluff?
I can see straight through your Phoenix, right?
Oh,
That ain't the bottle with the cyanide in it.
he fucked up.
No. This is the bottle we found traces of the poison in.
Don't mess with the tiger, or you are gonna get ripped to shreds.
I know where this is going.
Yeah.
The cyanide bottle was brown, and it was made of glass. That cheap piece of trash don't look nothing like it.
Godo's like, you dumbass, no! Got him. At last.
Well, what? Why has everyone gone quiet? I said that bottle.
Is this the bottle you're referring to?
Yeah, that's it. That's the bottle the cyanide was in. But yous ain't gonna find my prints on that bottle. Don't let that cozy looking suit fool you people. That lawyer's just playing games. Tell him, Mr. Prosecutor. Tell that guy where to go.
You still haven't figured it out. Don't you realize what you just said?
What I said? What did I just say?
You were summoned to this court for the first time earlier today. If you really had nothing to do with the murder, you shouldn't have known all the little details. For instance, you shouldn't have known what kind of bottle the potassium cyanide was in. Just now, you slipped up in front of every single person in this courtroom. You described the exact bottle used by the killer to hold the poison.
Yous don't know who yous messing with. I'm the tiger. I control millions of dollars on the black market. Yous think I'm gonna let some jumped up suit get the better of me?
Sure, the last piece of evidence was phony. But that's just what you deserve. The phony trial with a phony lawyer. It was all played out by you, the biggest phony of all. This is awesome.
Ooh,
Oh, he's going through it.
gorgeous.
Well, what's going on? It looks like a blackout. Well done, Trade. I saved my 17th cup of coffee just for you. Savor it. While you watch the police restrain your prey. I thought he was gonna come back with one more thing. I was about to hit someone.
I thought he would have ran away and escaped. Like, bye guys.
Mr. Wright, you caught a tiger by his toe, but if this one hollers, he won't be let go.
That is goddamn bars.
That's so funny. Now then, how are things going with Mr. Tigre, Mr. Godo?
He's being arrested on suspicion of the murder of Glen Elk, Your Honor.
Fortunately for us, we managed to rectify a very grave error. Miss Bird was found guilty in the absence of a genuine defense attorney.
Yes, she was. And in the absence of a genuine evidence, the tiger made one mistake.
Indeed. He very nearly got away with everything if it wasn't for that one slip of the tongue. Furio Tigre is a truly frightening criminal.
Ha, the truly frightening one is that defense attorney over there.
Oh my god, thank you.
Godo.
Well, I am now in a position to deliver my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty.
Guilty. Oh, she's doing her little salute.
Salute! 07!
That is all.
Oh, 07,
This
Maggie.
court is adjourned.
In commemoration.
07. That was like 07, but whatever. January 8th, 4:10 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1.
Mr. Wright, I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Maggie.
I was so mad when Mr. Wright landed me in all that trouble a month ago, but now I feel like I can forgive him.
Hey, that wasn't me, Maggie. That was a tiger.
Look, Nick. In the doorway. Okay.
Detective Gumshoe.
No! Guess I'll be heading off then. See you around.
But wait!
Detective Gumshoe.
Oh yeah. Congratulations, Maggie.
Wait, when did you change to the maid outfit?
Like a few seconds ago. Like while we were heading back to the
I see. Also, oh my god, we're gonna get ship drama. Oh my god.
Thanks.
I knew you were innocent all along.
Why didn't you say that in your testimony then?
Huh? Oh, well, well, guess I'll be heading off then. See you around.
Gumshoe.
Wait up, detective. He just ran off.
Maggie, why are you being so hard on him? He busted his butt for you. It's thanks to him that we got the medication bottle.
That wasn't even of any use.
But
It's only because Mr. Wright used it so cleverly. Detective Gumshoe was just running around in circles.
Poor guy. Looks like she still isn't ready to forgive him.
can't you put in a good word for him, Nick?
Yeah, Maya's right. I should help Gumshoe out. It's clear he needs it. Maggie. You know, Detective Gumshoe's been really worried about you through all of this.
I wanted to believe that, sir. But on that first day of the trial, he practically gave the judge a free pass to lock me up.
Didn't have any choice, Maggie. He's a detective. He has to report the facts.
He doubted me, that's why. He thought I might have done it.
Gotta prove to her that Gumshoe really cares about her. I know.
I'm going to strangle her.
I'll give her a little present to celebrate her freedom. Here you are. A present to celebrate your freedom.
That's...
A present from Detective Gumshoe. Made with a ton of love. And a lot of weenies.
He said you lost your weight. He was worried about you and his weenies.
Detective Gumshoe. I actually really like weenies, you know?
Did you guys hear that? Pretty hungry myself, you know.
Yeah, the trial dragged on a bit today, didn't it?
Is it okay if I eat this now?
Aww.
Ah!
Aww. She's crying.
So,
No, I'm crying.
how is it, Maggie?
Wait.
Bitch, that's my line.
We can do this.
It's really good.
It's adorable.
My eyes are watering. I'm crying. Why am I crying? Because I saw her
In
crying.
the case of the
I
phony
cried.
versus genuinely comes to the end. The false allegations surrounding Maggie have all been cleared up. And who knows? Maybe a whole new chapter of her life is about to start. Episode 3, Recipe for Turnabout. The end.
I'm going to end it all here. Awooga!
Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Does she got a gun?
I got a Glock in my.
I got a Glock in my Rari. A brand new episode has been added.
He looks like a bitch. Oh, he looks like a. Oh.
Episode
He's gonna
4, Turnabout Beginnings.
I hate that. In such a loving way. I'm done crying. I'm gonna be crying over his outfit now.
You ready to start?
What a fat. You know it's criminal? You know why you're in this court? Because of that outfit. It's a fashion disaster. It should be a crime to look that ugly. Edgeworth.
Edgeworth. Tisk, tisk, tisk. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
No breaks. Let's go.
Pedal to the metal.
The girl. Let her go.
Oh.
Shut up. Come closer. And I kill her.
Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance.
Oh, 7. Yeah, my boy!
I'm reading through the file of an old court case. It was the first case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey. Name, Terry Falls. Charge, kidnapping, murder. Sentence, death penalty.
This is sick.
After escaping, Falls met with, and then murdered, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, who captured on Eagle Mountain about 8 hours after his escape. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met. This theme.
I already puzzled everything in my brain, but I'm gonna let you do it.
6 years earlier, Mia Fey, first trial. February
puzzled it, right?
16th, 9:24 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 4. What are you puzzling?
Well, okay, she has Hawthorne as her last name. She also met Dahlia 1 year before Phoenix. So it's gonna be
I hope you know when I'm reading, I don't always intake the information I'm reading. I'm
My
focused on
bad.
making
Well,
on like reading.
I usually wait for you to finish reading so I can say something out loud.
That's-
This is probably the case of how they met.
That's what I'm guessing too.
We're gonna get some background on that girl!
Let's go.
Oh, I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm gonna die. I never should have accepted this case. Oh, wait, this is not an appropriate outfit. Sorry. Is it too late to make a little Mia outfit?
Not right now, but for next stream, sure.
Well, I could do it right now.
No, please don't do it
Stop
right
it.
now.
Okay. Eek! Good morning. Don't be so jumpy, Mia. I forgot I need to read the blue dialogue.
I didn't do nothing. I swear, I didn't kill nobody.
Harry Falls, my first client. Sentenced to death 5 years ago now. Prison escapee. just relax, Mia. Make small talk and just try to relax him. So I just escaped anyway.
Ooga. I'm sorry.
What the hell? What was insane?
I love him.
Don't love this. Wait, did I read the wrong thing? Am I stupid? I didn't do none. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. I didn't escape from nowhere.
Yeah. But, Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you, 2 days ago, buddy.
Sorry. I told a little lie.
Oh boy.
But anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody.
Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right?
I'm really sorry.
Eek! I'm really, really sorry.
Sorry, I it's just like, it's such a jarring flip. They sent me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked. I kill you. That woman lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear it. I didn't kill it. I could never do that. I'm trying to figure out a good voice for him. Hello? Nah, she's dead. Well, this game's finishable this stream. Sorry if I keep saying that. I've seen it. Trust me. I hope we can finish it today. Although we're looking at like 2.5 hours left for stream time. So we'll see. Well, if we're gonna get through part 1 of the case. And then worst comes to worst, you can just pick up the second part next stream. And Mika needs a moment, so we'll wait. I don't care because this theme is amazing. Except it doesn't play on the scene for some reason. I don't think. I know it does. I just don't have it set to. Okay.
Sorry, my sister was like, "Can you open the door? I have something cool to show you." I was like, "Okay." She opened the door, and it's like a piece of dough that she's making with like Reese's. But the smell was so strong, I gagged because it was such a strong smell. And I'm like, that's not disgusting. I love Reese's, but it's like it was such a strong whiff of like peanut butter and raw dough that like made me react.
No,
so
I get it.
violently.
It seems like an incredibly strong scent.
No, go back right now. You know what to do. Think you can, Mr. Phoenix, right? Rah. Listen.
Anyway, let's continue. Ready?
Yeah. 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. But about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered. Oh, she's so fucking gorgeous. Wife? A policewoman was, well, no, that's weird. She's dead now. The policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. The police believe that Terry Falls did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman?
Yeah, I did. He's the reason I escaped.
So that much is true. He did meet with a victim.
But I didn't kill her. She was alive when I left. She was alive! It's true.
I can't trust him, right? I mean, I probably should. Edgeworth?
Huh. Oh.
Hello. Hi. Oh.
You're not gonna figure out the truth by just staring at that guy.
I'm blushing. Help me. No, genuinely, I got the biggest smile.
This is the Rizzler phase for sure.
Where's Skelly? Where's Skelly? Where's Skelly? Where's Skelly? Kelly.
Bro came out with a
Oh my God.
maximum game. He was like, I came here to pull like the sun.
I wish I had my camera on so you could see how much my face lit up and my cheeks got red. I cannot express to you how I'm blushed. I'm fucking blushed.
Oh my god.
I'm smiling so much. Why are you here?
I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big scary lion's den. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with. He has the same expressions. I know what you are.
Where is Mr. Grossberg? Are they dating?
That old man is probably still in bed. I bet he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Aren't I good enough? After all, it's me, Diego Armando.
I didn't say. So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for little old me?
No. You got it all wrong. Today, you're the finest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine, an escaped death row convict for our first client.
Yeah, thanks. Sure wish I could get out of it, though.
Relax, I just heard some good news. Prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well.
Oh! Edgy!
Oh, you're gonna have an
Really?
overload today. However, unlike a certain somebody who I won't mention, he's earned the reputation as a genius since beginning his lawyer career.
Genius.
Well, it's about time to head in, kitten. Sharpen this claws of yours. It's go time.
Sorry. A solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. I'm in love with him, and that's what my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple childlike voice, I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth. Derpy,
February
Derpy,
16th.
Derpy,
Yeah.
he's flirting with her. Yeah.
So here's my
Oh,
concern.
they're so cute. They're so cute. Oh,
What?
oh,
What?
no, oh,
What?
oh.
What?
If your concern is the thing that I just realized, I'm going to shoot myself.
He's very clearly Godo, or very, very similar, like twin brother type shit.
I mean, I can hear it in his name. Diego Armando Godo.
Here's the thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
He's supposed to die.
Hmm.
So why is he still alive?
Well, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about the dreaded pain that I'm going to feel in a few, like, in a trial or two, where he's gonna, be probably bada bing bada boom on the floor dead. I'm going to cry. Don't expect me not to. Chat, shut up.
Okay.
I'm going to cry.
February 16th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4.
He's so pretty. Fuck, they're both so
No,
pretty.
it's the ugly guy!
Guys, it's literally wife versus wife. I'm not ready for this.
And it's the ugliest shitter on the
I
planet.
don't care about him. He's
I
cool.
hate this. It's so ugly. Get off my screen, you piece of
Hey
rotting dog
it's
shit.
me, the judge.
Court
I
is
gotta-
now in session for the trial of Terry Falls.
My wives, all 3 of my wives are in one courtroom. Can you believe this?
I know this is before Phoenix and Mia meet, which is why I'm concerned, because by the time they meet, he's dead. So what the hell happened?
All my wives are in here. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Oh, I thought I would do Miles' voice. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. I understand that lawyers for both sides are newcomers.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm the FA.
Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor.
He looks so young.
Is
So you're the new prosecutor everyone is talking about, eh? They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age. 20, Your Honor. I guess her little kitten hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, huh? That's gonna be like your wallpaper or some shit.
I'm going to kiss him. And my little heart is going kitty patty. Come on, Mia. You can't lose. Not to someone younger than you.
It just hit me.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna
Yeah.
lose.
Yeah.
He's never lost until Phoenix beat his ass into the ground.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Not to mention, right? We're probably going to lose. And she didn't take a case after in 1 year, probably because of that.
Well, yeah, that I know that.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm just adding to your statement.
But no, I don't know. The revelations that like we're meant to lose this case is very fun to think about.
All right, we're throwing on purpose, everyone.
Well, let's not go that.
Rejoice. Shaking.
Young people ruining a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct? Precisely. The defendant is not on trial for escaping prison. On the day that the defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered.
So, sorry, it's because you can't miss Corinne who's talking.
Oh, sorry.
So, we're here to determine if Mr. Fall was responsible for her death?
Yeah. Got it, kid.
I don't like him calling me that though. I'll be real. Please be
Because
kind
he's
to
your hubby.
Oof.
He looks like the guy
Sorry.
who called, you know. Anyway, I want to give him the normal judge voice, even though I hate his face.
Give him.
Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement.
But I want to internet it a little different.
Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago.
Can my camera move? Thank you.
The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court.
Oh, I get it. Falls, like, because the person.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
His
a little
crimes were
slow, shut up.
kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old.
What?
A truly horrible crime. I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted. Correct. But in the end, what finally decided the case was a certain witness's testimony.
He's doing the fun karma thing. That's so cool. A witness's testimony. That's so cool.
The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Miss Falls at the scene of the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his young victim into the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in there are never recovered.
So Miss Hawthorne's testimony was the one who put him away.
That policewoman you just mentioned, that wouldn't be. Exactly. The victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago. The police sergeant, Valerie Hawthorne.
I hate his wide-eyed expression. It actually makes me so angry.
Aha! I see. The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago. With only one thing on his mind, to take revenge against the woman who convicted him. Aha! The truth is becoming clear to me now.
Huh?
Yes. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty.
Wait a minute, that's not right. At least hear the case before you decide on your outcome, Your Honor.
I love how he's taking advantage of about how she's like super inexperienced and shit.
Ugh. Watch yourself, Miss Faye. I'm not sure I can care for your word choice or your tone of voice.
Oh my god, he hates that.
He just doesn't look I'm thinking. I'm shaking. I've been kicking. I've been shaking so violently. This has been making me so happy.
Listen, the flashback episodes are the peak fan service of this game.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All 3 of my wives are in one courtroom. All 3 of my wives are hitting
And then
the
I'm out here
reference.
rolling on the floor in pain because I have the shitter as the judge.
You also have the hot ones, so I don't.
But I don't think you understand. I love the judge. Who is this guy? Who is he? Why is your beard
The
blonde,
young
you ugly
judge.
piece of shit? Anyway,
Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders.
Why you're even younger than me, you hypocrite.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness. I call the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case.
Gumshoe? Oh! I'm fucking exploded.
Witness, state your name and occupation.
Gumshoe! Dig Gumshoe! I'm the homicide detective in charge of the case, sir. I finally got promoted to the detective division half a year ago.
Oh my god, I'm fucking shaking. I don't believe anyone asked you about that.
that's
No offense.
crazy. You're such an asshole.
Hey, ma'am, you got any idea how much work it takes?
What is it?
You're really gorgeous.
Oh my god.
Bro, sliding his game on the
Excuse me?
No, seriously, my heart, it's aching for you.
Then roll over and die.
Detective, please pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, I'll write you up on contempt so quick that something other than your heart will ache.
Ugh. Okay, I got it.
Now, detective, tell us about the incident.
Yes, sir, right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force.
God, can't speak.
She was also stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss.
That much is already stated in the autopsy report. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself.
Yes, sir. I gotcha. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here.
Sorry, Buka, I'm gonna have to go here. Actually, this is fine. This spot's up here, fine. All right.
There's a sketch of the Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge. And the river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met here, on top of the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. He was recaptured at a police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir.
I see.
Dusky Bridge map. Bridge located 40 feet above Eagle River. Added to the court record.
Was the victim's blood found on the bridge?
The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge.
Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. If there was no blood on the bridge, and you have no proof that they even met there. Your Honor, if you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not sure I like you wagging your finger at me as though I was some hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony.
Yes, sir.
Here we go, Mia. Hang on.
Okay now, listen carefully, kitten.
Stop.
One little mistake and this guy will drink you for morning tea. Trust me and get ready.
I hope you know, all his sprites are on the wiki.
Yeah?
If you ever want these for some reason.
No! What? Who do you take me for?
I'm not implying
He looks
anything.
better as Goto.
Okay. I do like the
Actually,
color.
no, he looks fun. It's just like
Wait,
his
you don't-
attitude.
You don't like the way he's too smooth?
It's not that he's too smooth. He's too on my nerves. Honestly, next cosplay, Mia. Please. Only so I can find myself my perfect banana, and then we can drink coffee together. But I'll spit it out because I hate coffee.
Witness testimony. Summary of the incident.
On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain.
Well, that was very short and concise.
Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge. Naturally. Now, will the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination?
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. Coming right up.
Hey, settle down there, kitten. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee.
I'm not trembling. It's just cold in here.
The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, alright. Especially for a beginner.
I don't need you to worry about me. I mean, I'm the defendant, the witness. Everyone's the beginner here.
You got me there. Maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you've got, kitten.
I'm going to kill this man. It's okay, Mia. Take. So remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all last night watching?
She was
Easy peasy.
cramming. Cross-examination. Summary of the incident. Gee, what an insane amount of evidence we got here. Holy shit. Wait, what does it say?
I think we're destined to lose. Just a hunch.
His dating profile.
A hotshot lawyer. A police off. My hotshot. Pick one! A hotshot lawyer. My senior and rival at the office. Bit smug. They're rivals? That's cute. Dubbed a genius as soon as he started as a prosecutor. Today's his court debut. Homicide detective in charge of the initial investigation. Still new to his position. Police officer and the victim. The key witness in the case against Follows 5 years ago. My client, sentenced to death 5 years ago. Escaped from custody 2 days ago.
We got crazy tats going on, my lord. Attorney's badge.
Wife.
Prove my profession. It's brand new and sparkles in the light. Stabbed with a knife in the back. Died from blood loss between 4 and 5 p.m. Interesting. Okay. Oh, let's ball.
This unknown person. You have no idea who it might be, right?
Sorry, but I'm afraid I do.
What?
The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Falls.
What? The defendant called her.
Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. She left a note about her phone call with Mr. Falls.
A note?
Yeah, a top secret memo that she left on her desk.
Victim's note. Confidential police materials written by the victim. Added to the court record.
You know, that would have been nice so long ago.
According to this note, it seems that the one who called her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls.
Whose bright idea was it to keep that note from me?
Looks like the judge is even more sure of his verdict now. Listen up. Never ask a question if you don't already know the answer.
The detective's fault. He's the one who said unknown person.
Hey now, don't make that face at me. I just said it that way because the prosecutor told me to.
Was that a trap? The cute face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky. You're also crushing on Edgeworth? Oh my god, Mia, don't get me started.
Shut
A
up.
bridge up in the mountains, but why meet there?
Because it is a very important place to defend it. That's why.
What do you mean by that? If you remember, 5 years ago, the defendant kidnapped a young girl. He was chased onto a bridge, and it was there that he was killed his hostage. And the place where all of this occurred is, of course, Dusky Bridge.
The very place where the Sergeant Hawthorne arrested and handcuffed Mr. Falls.
Returning to the scene of the crime. How nostalgic.
Why does all of her, like, what is it called? Like, court aides wear red? Because Grossberg also had a red suit on. What is up with that? I don't know.
Was the body of the victim discovered right away?
Yeah, you were really on the ball. You found the criminal within 1 hour of the murder. It was great. You even got to say, don't move. We've got you surrounded.
Wait a second. Isn't there something weird about that?
The location was a suspension bridge up in the mountains. So how did they find out about the crime so quickly?
Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned the phone call to someone else, right?
That's what had happened, and she wouldn't have been killed.
She never mentioned the phone call from Mr. Falls, but she left a note on her desk about it. If only I had noticed it earlier, maybe she'd still be alive.
I wonder why she didn't mention the phone call to anyone. Mr. Falls had a car then?
Well, that bridge is way up the mountains, ma'am. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, how else, right?
What? You mean the defendant drove his own car?
No, of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light.
Car thieves. I'm not sure how I feel about car thieves.
This guy's sure about... Is this guy sure about how he feels about anything?
Also, Hunter, welcome to stream.
There's a photo of the stolen car's trunk.
Yeah?
Naturally, that's the body of Valerie Hawthorne in there.
Whoa, that doesn't look too comfortable.
Prime photo.
Thank you.
A photo of the trunk of Fala's car. Add to the court record.
The victim, she was stabbed in the back, correct?
Yeah.
For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed in the back.
Huh? We're talking about a woman here.
You can't tell in this photo, but the knife was stuck in her back nice and firm. The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information.
Oh, sorry. Wrong voice.
Wrong person entirely.
Yeah.
The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information.
Sorry, it's because I hate this guy and I don't care.
Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car?
Here's a photo of the trunk. I don't see anything strange. Do you? Anyway.
What's that?
What's that, Cookie?
Oh, looks like a bullet hole through the trunk.
What did the defendant have to say about this photo?
What he always says, ma'am.
I didn't do it. I didn't do nothing.
That's all he says.
Nothing. I wouldn't say he didn't do nothing. At the very least, we know he stole a car.
It's just what he says, Your Honor. And then he always says,
Oh, sorry. I told a little lie.
or something like that.
Well, in any case, it seems he was caught and arrested. Precisely.
That certainly is some impressive police work.
Well, no. Actually, it was way too close for comfort. We set up that checkpoint just after 5 p.m. We figured that Mr. Falls might just try and run.
What do you mean it was too close for comfort?
The two of them arranged to meet at 4:30 p.m. It takes approximately 30 minutes to go from the bridge to the checkpoint.
That was kind of close. Any later and Mr. Falls would have slipped right by.
Listen up, kitten. There's a big trap waiting for you in that testimony.
A trap?
Walk into it carelessly. It'll leave more than just a flesh wound. Fun, huh?
No, it's not.
Well, if you want to have any chance at all, you better get some more information. If you're going to get caught in a trap, it's best to get caught early. Ugh. You can always look for contradictions afterwards.
Oh, she died. Unfortunately. We'll wait a little bit. Anyway, what has happened in this case? Not much, honestly. We kind of just started. We just wrapped up the last episode, Recipe for Turnabout. We're now on Bridge to Turnabout, which is another flashback episode similar to the first episode for this game. So far, we're defending a 5-year convicted felon who is on death row. Thumbs up. A great, amazing client that is totally innocent. Why does Armando look like Godo? Because he might be Godo. We don't know yet, but it is very suspicious that he is very similar to Godo, which is why I'm getting
He absolutely
Godo's
is.
voice.
100%. 100%. I believe it. I believe it. There's no smooth talking man who talks about his drinks like that other than Godo. That was Godo. That is 100% Godo. And plus, damn.
Damn. That cup gives it away. I think it's his hair. It's his hair and his sprites. Like he did the same.
What? No, not at all.
What?
His sprites, yes, but for me it was his earrings and his little chin beard. Cause in Goto's sprite, his hair is white except for his chin. His chin has brown hair. I know this because I had to draw him. And I realized that he has the cool earrings. And he has the same brown top coat, except Goto has a green bluish button up.
Yeah, I know he had
and
the same top coat.
This guy has a red.
He just looks similar in general. He fits his silhouette.
Well, yeah, I think that's the point.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Anyway.
just saying, it's pretty obvious. There's no mistaking it. That is my husband. I can tell
there's
who my
always
husband
room
is.
for possibility. Maybe they're twin brothers.
The possibility is that he's not my husband yet, so. Fucking
Could you
sweetly
read the
shit.
thing?
Yeah. The ever famous contradictions. I sure hope I can find those.
Okay, so we should have all the information, except...
Let's go through the evidence, right?
we only got 2 new pieces of evidence. There's the victim's note, confidential police materials written by the victim. February 14th, 1:21 p.m. Falls, at 4:30 p.m. That bridge. Wear a white scarf for identification. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out.
She is involved. Derpy, do you hate me?
Question mark? No.
Do you think you'd ever hate me?
No.
Okay.
You don't have to read this. Okay, I gotta read this carefully.
Feel free, take all your sweet time.
I don't even know what kind of contradiction I'm looking for.
The biggest contradiction is that that is not my husband.
One thing is that there's a hole. There's a very clear hole in the frickin' trunk door, right? Like, I'm not crazy. That's a hole.
crazy.
So what can I do? Because if I press it, it just gives me a ramble. So do I present the photo on the photo?
I wouldn't know, honestly. Did you look at every single piece of evidence thoroughly and carefully? Like, read the dialogue.
This is the map. Commodore's place materials run by the victim. This details what he needs to wear. The time that they meet, the time of the call. Talk to Dahlia, tell her this time the whole truth has come out. And this is the photo of the car, which contains pretty much nothing except for a non-visible wound, but we know the wound's on the back, and the bullet hole in the car door, which we can't really do anything about. We can't really prove that the bullet in the car door means that she was murdered somewhere else, so we just have to find the contradiction. I'm just gonna present the photo.
Do you feel like it? No?
You don't have to read it, it's fine.
Okay.
I was she's on this regular suit because this is from 6 years ago, and this is at this time he was just like a half a year ago promoted to what is it called? Homicide detective, which is why he's in an old tan coat.
So, Dippy, you promised, pinky promise, you won't hate me, ever.
Have you been drawing the freaking Maya thing that I told you?
No, no.
So that sounds like a very guilty no, even though I told you not to do it.
Well, first of all, you're not the boss of me.
This is
We
true.
can get that clear straight out of the way. Second of all, maybe. I did it quickly, so, you know.
Okay, I mean, can't stop you now.
It'd be a little late, yeah. And even then, okay. Do me a favor.
What?
Check the evidence. No, like the note. Check the note. Okay. Wear a white scarf for identification. Is she wearing it in the picture?
Is that detailed towards her or Falls, though, is the question. Yeah, it says Falls, 4:30, at that bridge, wear white scarf for identification. This is directed towards him, not her.
No, that's where she's... Isn't it a note to herself?
No. Alright, I'll pull up the dialogue.
I mean, you don't know that. Maybe it
Yes,
is
I
towards
do.
her. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
She wrote that as a memo to herself, no?
Great, I do.
Because that note was found
Wait.
on her desk. If it was towards Falls, then she would have sent it to Falls.
You have to note about her phone call with Mr. Falls. According to this note, it seems the one who called her to the bridge was indeed defendant Terry Falls.
That's a note of the call they had, meaning she was asked to wear the scarf.
Alright, I'll let you go.
No? Because why would she have a note? Why would she have a note about... Yeah, why would she have a note to
ahead,
him
just
and
pop
never
off.
deliver it to him? Witness.
Well, it's not direct. No. That's just detailing what the phone call was about. The note was never meant to go to him.
Whoa. What is it? Do you have something to say, Miss Faye?
I'm sorry, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. This is the first time I've had to actually address someone like that.
You should have practiced before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Faye, I'm not sure I like this.
Say there, little kitten. Want a piece of my coffee candy?
Candy?
Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee.
Come on, Mia. Shake it off. You're a lawyer. Detective.
Yes, ma'am.
This photo. You said that there was nothing peculiar about it. Is this correct?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well then, I suggest you take another look at the note written by the victim.
The note?
It very clearly says, wear white scarf for identification. The caller must have forgotten what the victim looked like. Thus, the special request.
I
have one very simple question for you, Detective. Where is the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo.
Well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am.
And you stopped there? You should have looked for it.
Ah!
The caller told her to wear it to identify herself, so I expect she did just that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this? I see the defense is a little lacking. The scarf you are searching so desperately for. Is it this one, perchance?
That's not white. Ah,
But where did you find that, sir?
On Dusky Bridge. I was there first and decided to conduct my own investigation.
you can't do that.
Why? Why didn't you tell me?
I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel. It's the safest place I know. That hot shot sure has flair. For the dramatic. It's not exactly what is the caller requested. But as you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended for. It looks like it spent some time in the mud. Not surprising, it was dazzling on the mountain that day.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, you're dyslexic. He was intentionally hiding that scarf the whole time.
Court will accept the scarf into evidence.
Scarf, worn by the victim at the time of the incident, found at Dusky Bridge, added to the court record.
Now, if the attorney for the defense is finished embarrassing herself, I'd like to move on with the testimony. That is all right with you, isn't it, Miss Faye?
Boy, would I like to wrap this scarf around my marmy little neck.
Very good. Now, if we're done with this mud-covered scarf business, the prosecution moves to establish conclusively and with hard evidence that Miss Hawthorne and Mr. Falls did indeed meet on that bridge that day. Further, we will show exactly what occurred there. That sounds quite promising. I can't wait to hear all about it.
Ugh, everything is moving at his whim.
Don't forget, kitten. There's a reason why everyone considers this kid a genius.
A genius, huh?
That's a little skelly. Welcome back. First, I woke up with Streamlane, and the first thing I see is Godo, but normal. What happened? We're basically playing a trial that occurred 6 years ago from the present day. All right. Witness testimony, events on Dusky Bridge.
Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows the Vic wearing the scarf, sir. It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. That must have been when the scarf fell off.
How do you accidentally take a picture?
Looking at this photo, you really get the sense that this bridge is very high up. It's about a 40-foot drop from the bridge to the Eagle River down below. Mr. Edgeworth, who took this photo anyway? Let's just say it was a well-intentioned third party. Aha! A potential witness. So why isn't this person in the courtroom?
Well, they said they absolutely did not want to testify.
The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor.
I think we
Oh,
both know who
no.
it is.
Oh no, I don't want to voice her.
Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel them to testify. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Witness's photo seems to have been taken by the witness, added to the court record.
So, as you can see, Terry Falls had both the motive and the opportunity. I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on that bridge. Aha! The truth is becoming more clear to me now. Yes, it's quite obvious. He's clearly guilty.
Not again. That's not fair. I haven't even done my cross-examination yet. What do you mean, Give me a break.
Cross-examination,
Anyways.
events on Dusky Bridge.
Hear me out, hear me out.
Yeah.
Remember a few streams ago, I was talking about Goda. And I said something about what ties Edriff and Mia, or Edriff and Phoenix, and it's Mia. Now, I could be wrong, but I could be right from a few streams ago. I'm just saying, I'm still on him. I just want my handsome baby back. Please, what did you do? He's too normal. Derby, hold me.
Oh, Mia said hold it.
Who is the silent witness? Can I sit in your little camera with you?
What?
Can I sit in your camera with you? Just for a little bit.
I'll put you. Oh, I don't have you there.
Goodbye, chat.
I need to make you kind of small.
That's okay.
She's a college student.
Female college student.
That's right. Meaning she's female and a college student, ma'am. She doesn't do well in front of other people, so I came to testify for her.
Maybe so. But as the attorney for the defense, I have the right to cross-examine her.
For the time being, we're not relying on the witness's statements. That is all.
What is that supposed to mean?
The prosecution has other, more decisive evidence. Our case doesn't rest on the vague testimony of a female college student. A female college student, eh?
You gotta make him Canadian.
It means she's female and a college student, sir.
If you absolutely must hear testimony, you'll have to give us a good reason why. Please tell us about the more decisive evidence in question.
The victim was wearing a scarf in the photo, alright. So, about the witness who took this photo. What was this person doing all the way up in the mountain?
She was taking photos of wild flowers, apparently.
There are many unusual types of flora on that mountain, Miss Faye.
Dahlia flowers?
People in the area say it's because of the spirits that live there. So spirits? Now that you mention it, this photo, this cloudy fog-like thing, is it a ghost? I don't believe it.
No, Your Honor. No, I don't think it's a ghost.
Drizzling, huh?
That's right. There was a light rain coming down. The whole place was dreary. But not as dreary as the mood that's in this courtroom right now. Looks like a cold front just moved in.
In any case. The point is that the area was quite damp. There was even some fog.
I even slipped and fell while I was on the bridge. It was really something.
Couldn't she have slipped off the bridge and fell herself? I don't know, guys. Pop bump. Is that part of the witness's testimony as well?
Of course it is. He pushed the victim hard in the back and she fell down right on her stomach.
I remember that happening once myself. It was really brutal.
Are you talking about seeing someone get pushed, or were you the one getting pushed? Or does it mean that you pushed someone down like that once? With his mind-boggling tales and the way he said brutal, I wonder if he's Canadian. I was right!
Still not giving. I don't care enough about him. I don't care.
Save your nasty look for the right person.
Huh?
Take a look. Poor baby. The court record seems to have wet itself.
Hey, watch where you spill your coffee.
What is bro doing?
The court record, huh? Now I'd get rizzed up if he was like that with me. I'll be real. Creeped out, but eventually I'd like it. You know, like he's punchable.
I'd be creeped out, but eventually I'd like it.
No, it's like some of his lines make me want to punch him. Some of his lines is like, wow. Fuck, okay.
So,
Derpy, I'm thirsty. Can I go get a soda?
oh, let's do this one last press line before I start thinking.
So in other words, there was a struggle between the criminal and the victim, huh?
That's what the witness said. Well, it looks like she didn't remember about the scarf. But from what she said, it sounded like a pretty violent fight, ma'am.
The area was wet from rain. The bridge was probably wet too. Which would explain why the scarf was all covered in mud, but... There's something about the system of the knee that is still bothering me.
Hey, talk about a surprise. I had no idea there was a photo.
So, what do I do?
You really still believe him? Mr. Crybaby, I mean.
Of course I do.
The little kitten believes in fairy tales, huh? In that case, the answer's obvious. What you believe is the truth. And that means that somewhere in that testimony is a contradiction. One huge contradiction waiting to be discovered. That's your chance.
Alright, you can go get
Yes,
your drink.
sir?
I also got
I'll be quick.
Yeah.
What?
There you go. She's back. Your lovely corner. Outside front of my little webcam. Diggy diggy. Diggy diggy. Anyway. Eyewitness who saw who was there on the incident place.
Oh boy. Hey guys, it's me, Spark. Derpy, I'll let you do the big thinky, and I'll be here. Just yeah, give me a moment.
I was gonna ask you for some help because this is like I'm like so lost.
I'll help you. I'll be typing in chat. Don't worry, I got you.
No, you can just type in the stream chat. You don't need to.
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. Not the stream chat, like the stream, the Discord stream. The sad. Okay, just okay. So my brain is like, the criminal shot the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. But in this photo, they're facing each other. This feels too weak. I haven't tried it now. Drizzling. Let me press this one more time. Alright, I'll try it. I wanna look at the evidence again. Alright, hold on. This feels like such an annoying case. Ugh. Scarf time. Worn by the victim at the time of the incident, found on Dusky Bridge. You mean this image there's no blood on her? Yeah, because the wound's in the back. That's okay. I don't exactly know what you mean. Which photo? There's like 3 of them. We already established that the stab is on the back.
Objection!
What? I'm so confused. I don't even understand how that makes sense. All right.
I'm free.
I'm not even following your logic is the funniest part. I don't even know what you're trying to
There
say.
would be like blood pooling in the car, or like, I don't know, her clothes could look wet if she fell.
Okay.
know.
Okay, that makes sense. All right.
Like
go
her
for it.
coat is visually fine, you know, like there's nothing wrong with it.
All right, so go for it. Lock in.
Oh right, that's me. So at the time of the crime, there was a light drizzle coming down, correct?
Yeah, and fog too. Just a generally soggy atmosphere.
Well, I have evidence that that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere.
But this is a photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk.
Considering the conditions at the scene of the crime, something isn't right. Oh, her coat isn't. Maybe that is it.
Well, by all means, please enlighten us as to what isn't right. What is it about this photo of the trunk that doesn't fit with the conditions of that day?
She's dry, Your Honor.
I'll just click on the coat.
Yeah. Naturally, the answer is right here.
The victim's coat. As far as I can see, there's nothing strange about it.
That's exactly what's strange. Recall the testimony. What were the conditions of the bridge that day? It was drizzling and foggy. Dusky bridge, it was all wet. The victim really had fallen down on her stomach on top of the bridge. then the front of her coat should have been covered in mud. Oh, I wasn't thinking all that.
I thought that's what you were saying earlier.
I was just saying, like, why is her coat not wet? She looks dry as shit. I don't know. I feel like... Okay, here's the thing. I misunderstood who fell off the bridge, so I thought she fell off the bridge. But I was like, didn't they say they couldn't recover the body? So how is she in the trunk? And my brain was so confused and then misunderstood the fact that the person who fell off the bridge was, like, 5 years ago. And then she didn't fall off the bridge, she just got killed. Supposedly on the bridge.
Yeah, but there was still a struggle, so she still would have been covered in mud, is the point.
No, I just thought she fell off the 40 feet high bridge.
Just funny.
That's what I thought.
No, that's funny though.
That's why I was like, couldn't she have slipped off the bridge? That's what I was thinking. It's really confused.
That's exactly right.
I don't know. This case has not like made any sense with me so far. I feel very lost.
I feel like she's grasping at the bare minimum, which is supposed to be the point, I guess, considering she probably has to lose.
The other day, I fell on a muddy street and my gorgeous playoff beard was befouled. I do admit that the crime scene was quite wet that day. However, that doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy. If your honor had fallen in the shower instead of on a muddy street, the glorious hockey beard pride of the legal league would be wet, but not muddy.
Hockey beard? Just because he's Canadian.
Fortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken.
Just because he's Canadian. He's playing to his thing. You know what I mean?
Fortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken.
Do you want to take him?
Sorry. I mean, I don't know how to speak in a Canadian accent. I guess it's like a faint, it's like a little faint British accent if I want to.
If I want
Alright,
to.
sure.
You want to take him?
Fortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken.
Can you prove that the surface of the bridge was muddy that day?
The surface of the bridge, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you can!
A real man wouldn't stand for a taunt like this.
Neither would a real woman. Ugh. Of course I can. Here's the evidence that proves that the surface of the bridge was muddy.
Yeah?
Take that! Yeah. The evidence is the scarf. Oh!
Oh!
It should be obvious. Plus, if the scarf fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means that the bridge was obviously covered in mud.
No, I can't be outwitted by this novice bimbo.
Bimbo?
That's so uncalled for.
Hey, same to you, buddy.
Call her a bimbo.
I don't know if I can make his voice.
Give me a shot.
I can only say sorry. Miss Faye assertion makes perfect sense to me.
I do admit that there appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scarf. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction?
Huh?
For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we?
Alright. Not like he's really giving me a choice here.
Huh. You're doing pretty well, for a little kitten.
Mr. Armando.
No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. It's how the victim discovered in the trunk. The witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim. Or the witness's testimony that stated that she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? The false evidence. It's one of those three.
Oh, I have to do him.
If you don't want to, I'll take him back.
Please.
All
I
right.
hate Canadians.
Well, you said just now. I'm not sure I like that.
That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was a coffee aficionado over here that said it. Don't look at me.
This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know. Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into the court.
This is where it begins, huh?
But we won't let him. We'll expose his evidence as the flimsy scam it really is.
Yeah. The false evidence in the case is the testimony. She's not here to testify, so
This is true.
the picture is its own alibi. The other pictures is also its own alibi. She's the only one without an alibi here. She's the only one that doesn't have anything to back up her claim, and the only one that isn't present in the court with us.
And often this is wrong. I think it's the body in the trunk.
I mean,
Just-
here, the reason why it could be the testimony is for the mere reason that if we can't find anything wrong with the other two pictures, and we have to press more on her testimony, she's not here to give more of her testimony either. Which is already the reason why it's not holding on itself. It's a no-brainer. Obviously, it's the witness that's suspicious.
Everything good over there? My lord.
I'm going to strangle someone. Sorry, Bookie. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen?
Yeah, that's what the witness told us.
That testimony is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all.
That's true. Ah, it's not just true, it's the truth. There was truly a decisive witness in this case. I'm certain that boy Wonder over there would have called them in the first place.
Calling him Boy Wonder.
Your Honor. The defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all. You should brace yourself for the brutal truth. Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time. Very well, please bring forth your witness at this time.
What Mr. Edgeworth said kind of worries me. What does he mean by the brutal truth? Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
If she if we're okay.
You got this?
Mia had some beef with Dahlia 1 year later and accused her of murder. Right? What if she's also the murderer in this case? Which is why she never trusted her in the first place and why she took the trial 1 year later, because she saw her name. Because she wanted to get justice on what happened on this trial.
That's
There's
probable.
a
if not,
piece of
like,
clay on
almost
my
certain.
finger.
What happened to cleaning your hands?
I did. My hands are all clean. There's just a piece on my desk and I touched it.
Alright. Alright.
Come on, wake
Now,
up, Pookie.
let's proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead. Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes.
This is it, Mia. The battle begins here.
Witness, what is your name and occupation?
Everyone is so silent that I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter. Hey, that's what I said earlier.
Oh. I look at you. How can I put it? You look as scrumptious as a double-double and a dozen donut holes. I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite.
You're so lucky I can't look at her age.
Fellas! Hey, not so fast.
As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman. Miss Faye, you can learn a lot from this man.
He's such a gentleman. Why doesn't he act like one to me? I don't remember her voice. Sir?
Some shit like that. If you want, you can pull up the first stream.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the first stream.
Go ahead.
Speak to chat about what you think right now. What you're thinking.
I'm
What's
thinking
on
that
cute
this
little
case
monitor,
makes no
guys?
goddamn sense. I don't know what's happening. Ah! But I am
Case
proud of...
itself, I have no fucking clue.
No, you've been locking in. I'm gonna be honest with you. You've been like...
I'm locked in.
You-
I
you
mean,
get that-
I'm more lore-wise focused. I'm not focused on the actual case itself. I could care less.
I mean, I don't think this case is all too cool. But I feel like, I mean, because I just can't grasp it. I feel like everything's been flying over my head. And you've been like... You've been doing the Ace Attorney defense lawyer thing. Where like, you stumble into a bluff and you're like, wait, this shit kind of cooking. You know what I mean?
Not really.
Well, you were like, why isn't her coat wet? Well, wait, it should be covered in mud.
Hold on, I just opened the stream, my old stream, and all I hear is I'm going to kill a bitch as soon as it pans to her. Oh my god. Sam passed me. Alright, let's see.
You have like a really good voice though. You killed that shit for sure.
Something. Whatever.
No, why is she here?
I remember.
She's the
now.
daughter of the victim. Also known as...
Sir?
Hey. Yes, my dear.
This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyways, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause.
Not at all. It's no trouble at all.
Now then, maybe please have your name and occupation. My name is, Melissa Foster.
Who?
I'm a college student, a freshman, in the literature department. I love her theme.
You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct?
And you were the one who took this photo? Is that accurate? How could you be so mean?
Now see here, what are you doing shoving that in her face like that?
Oh, but it's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous.
Hey, little lady, here's a gun. Sorry.
Next time I'll be forced to penalize you.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, I don't like the turn this has taken. Is she staring at me? And you would be? Huh? I'm the defense attorney. My name is Mia Fey. I see. So you are.
Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best. Die.
Witness testimony, the witness's photograph.
I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police.
By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred? I believe the map would be of help here.
I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs. 5 yards.
So you took the photo from that location, eh?
I brought the camera as I was using it at the time, just like Mr. Etcherfoss asked me to.
Ho ho ho! What a cute camera, just like its owner.
Camera. Melissa Foster took the witness's photo with this, a small but powerful model. Added to the court record. My brain.
All right then, Miss Faye. Time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry again, and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel.
I like that. The camera said a small but powerful model. And he just referred to her as just like its owner, right? The camera just like its owner. So she's small and cute, but just as powerful. That's
cool.
such a cool comparison.
Cross-examination.
Sorry.
The witness's photograph. No, you're valid. That's a good idea. That's a good observation. Idea. Stupid. Okay.
Yada yada, yapping my ass out. I'm bullshitting. Bullshit, bullshit.
Okay, so definitely don't press the first one.
I would press her against the floor, against the concrete floor, and have her in jail.
Fair. Do I get your profile yet? Oh, I do.
She's 19! Guys! A college student. Witnessed and photographed the incident on Dusky Bridge. Dahlia, I'm going to kill you. It's not with my bare hands, then my mind. I'm going to pop you like a pimple, bitch. Holy shit. Why did you take a photo? Well, the two of them were really going at it. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a news reporter. I guess that part of me just kind of took over.
Sounds like a lie to me. Oh,
Thank you,
sorry.
Phoenix Wright in the future. It does smell like a lie to me.
Yes, I understand completely. Even now, I can't completely abandon my boyhood dreams. Still use my grandson to test my comedy routines on.
So he wanted to be a comedian, huh? Not that it has any bearing on this, but... all I could do was use my camera. So I took the photo of the crucial moment and gave it to the police.
Thank God you didn't start crying, you little piece of shit.
Was there anything strange about the two of them? I'm a bad girl. I know I am. It looked like they were having a really serious conversation up there. So I decided to watch them. Like some kind of peeping Tom.
No, not at all. Everyone is like that. I love watching other people fight too. In fact, I can't get enough of it. Actually, that's why I took this job in the first place.
Too much info, Your Honor.
In any case, it's perfectly natural for you to have kept watching them. Especially dressed as they were.
Well, anyways, I was watching them very closely.
That is the last one I want to press.
Do you have any idea what they were fighting about? No, I have no idea. Why do you ask that? Oh, I just thought that maybe you overheard what they said. I would never eavesdrop. I've gotten more class than that.
That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level.
Ugh. I think you can press and not worry too much about it. I don't think you get penalized.
I'm on edge, okay?
You called the police?
Kinda need all the meteor I can get.
Yes, because it looked to me like the murderer was going to try to escape.
Sorry.
I don't know why I'm getting all yawny. This always happens.
We were already moving before the call even came in. Thanks to the victim's note, we had already started our operation. That was certainly tough luck for the criminal, eh?
Terry Falls isn't the criminal. And there must be something strange in that girl's testimony.
Be careful, kitten. That girl has a judge wrapped right around her little finger. You're gonna have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers.
You're going to have to come up with something really good, Mia. What if she was the one who wrote the letter?
Seems silly because they found it like in her.
She's Hawthorne. The other one's Hawthorne. She could have easily left it there.
We cannot prove that she's Hawthorne. You have zero way to prove that she's
Wait,
Dahlia
tell her
Hawthorne.
this time. What does that say? Tell her this time the whole truth must come out?
Yeah.
That's weird. That's suspicious.
Yeah, but we don't have anything to look into right now. Red flowers, and I noticed two people sitting up on the suspension bridge. Sounded like they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial
Did you press
moment.
everything?
That's the only thing I didn't press.
Did you say wildflower? Yes, the mountain is famous for beautiful spring wildflowers. But it's only February. Well, I couldn't wait for spring to come. Hold on.
Oh ho, I know just how you feel.
Alright, oh wait.
Yeah, we're definitely only gonna be able to get through one part today, but that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Oh god, I feel so lost right now. Let me just like look through the evidence again. Have a knife in the back, died 4 to 5 p.m. Which located 4 feet above Eagle River. It was located here behind the cliffside. So the angle of the picture, she was standing around here, so it captured like this portion.
Oh, sorry. The peanut butter, the Reese's cookie smell came back.
Oh
Because, so.
Oh.
And no, it wasn't the dough. It's just the strong peanut butter smell that's making me feel all gross.
Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up.
Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs.
Also, let's confirm this is written by the victim.
Okay. I want to kiss Feeny.
Didn't you say something about
Sorry.
now we're calling something about the scarf?
Did she?
I feel like she did. Anyway, it doesn't come up in her testimony, so I don't know if that I can use that.
It's just like when I first started growing this glorious beard of mine. I just couldn't wait, so I wore a dyed blonde Santa beard until mine grew in properly. Would you mind if we got back to the facts of the case, Your Honor?
Oh!
What other motive does she have for taking that picture? Incrimination?
Oh, I was spewing so much bullshit to desire Dahlia Hawthorne.
Also known as Melissa Foster.
Are you sure you pressed the right thing? Like, did you press the thing about the photo?
Which one?
That one.
This one? I just did. She talks
I
about
didn't
like,
see
I
any.
always wanted to be a news reporter. That's why I did. And he's like, I understand completely. Look. Yeah, news reporter. Sounds like a lie to me. And he's like, no.
Mm-hmm. They're not really fighting in this picture.
That's what I'm
Why
thinking.
would this be a crucial moment?
That's the only thing that's been bugging me.
Then present it.
Yes, ma'am.
I say go for it.
Sorry, I'm just very unsure after the
Witness.
first two rounds of.
It's okay, Pookie. That's why you're just my side thing now.
Yep.
When you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant?
It's not very crucial, is it?
Not very
Eee.
crucial, is it? I just thought it was funny.
So I love the little hand, the head scratch where it's just move your hand up and down.
Actually, Your Honor. Honor, Your Honor.
It wasn't very crucial, was it? Ah.
All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other. You testify that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Ooh. Normally, that's the kind of thing that we would refer as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? Well, you see...
The photo we presented was the only one there was.
But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it.
Oh.
Really?
My apologies, young lady. But Miss Faye's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit.
He can certainly downplay a situation, can't he?
I can't believe you had the balls to say that out loud.
I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I meant.
You went on a film.
This photo was the last one. What?
Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined the photographs she took that day. All the other photos are of the witness herself playing among the wild flowers.
The witness herself? Then who took the photos? Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it. So you took photos of yourself?
I remember taking some photos of myself once too.
Please, no details.
It seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all.
Wait, just a minute.
Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more photos, eh? Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes.
Mr. Adjourned, you're quite the poet.
Get off
I
his.
want to kiss him so much.
Very well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed.
Yes, Mr. Judge. Boy, this guy is really a sucker for sweet talk.
Huh. It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention.
Yeah, it's sickening. Give me attention, please. I was using
That's the
the
same
cameras
thing.
to okay.
That's so odd. I've never seen the game do that before. Where it just jumps straight into cross-examination. She just adds new testimony to her shit. Okay, you piece of roadkill.
Just like I am. The victim. Why do you think she tried to run away? I think you're brain dead? With her police training, she certainly knew better than to turn her back on a criminal.
This is a large, powerful man with a knife. If it had been a quaggy woman like you, I'm sure she would have acted differently.
Quaggy? Why you... Ugh,
If it had been me, I probably would have jumped into the river.
there's still something wrong with this testimony.
Okay, I instantly thought about this. Behind her
5
should be
yards.
a broken bridge.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking the fact that it says 5 yards. And she said 10 yards.
This is just like a scale.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's irrelevant to what we're talking about. If that wasn't there, it meant that it wasn't relevant. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
relevant if
but
it's
like
there.
overall, it's like the photo's taken here, so she's standing here. There's no bridge behind her. Is the main point that I'm trying to make. All right.
Yeah, it's probably that. Cause like, how would she run? She
Yeah.
couldn't even run 5 yards away if the bridge was collapsed. So why would she run 10 yards?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. All right, go ahead.
So you're saying Sergeant Hawthorne wasn't able to get away from him? Well, it's a narrow bridge and he was swinging back and forth. If you ask me, both of them were in danger of falling off. I only wish I could have done something to help her.
That seems to make sense.
I wonder about that. Something seems kind of off. Don't say that out loud, Mia.
Doesn't know. You have a good sixth sense. When you feel that something's off, that's when you need to figure out why.
Dairy Falls isn't... Okay.
The same as before. Sorry.
I say go for it. You've been... trust your gut. Goto said so. You gotta do it. Come on, Pookie. Yeah!
Sorry.
Witness. Your testimony is a joke. I can't sound serious when I talk. Oh, what? But I just...
I think you've been doing her like. I think you've been giving her like good tone so far today.
Who?
Mia.
Okay,
I think
cool.
you've been doing good. She sounds like, you know, like strong independent business hot lady.
I myself am not a strong, independent business hot lady.
Shut your dumb ass up. Yes, you are.
You're going to be a dumbass.
Miss Faye,
Chat, report this. Everyone
that's
clip this. Everyone
crazy.
catch him. Everyone point fingers. Everyone laugh at him. Look at him. Look at his scrawny little puny self. Oh my god. Sorry.
I'm sad.
Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry.
I don't give a fuck. One short testimony and 2 bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse.
You say there were 2 contradictions.
It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the 2 of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then...
She would have hit a dead end.
You said 10 yards, but she couldn't even have ran 5. Hey, that's what I
You
said.
literally said that verbatim. That's crazy.
Because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side. What? I'm gonna kill her.
What does this all mean?
It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it.
That this beautiful young lady has been lying to the court? Just a moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Still no unstoppable force even in the past, my lord.
Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? Ugh. There's one major mistake in this diagram.
What did he say?
What are you referring to? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. You couldn't find any official blueprints of it. So you're saying,
Are you gonna hit me with an updated autopsy report with an updated map?
I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident.
That's ridiculous.
You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence.
Hi, guys.
That guy's good.
Huh? What do you mean?
He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, all right. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy.
What? That coward!
Well, Miss Faye, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation.
I'm sorry. I should have been more careful myself.
No. It wasn't your fault at all. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish, once and for all, what it was that the witness actually saw. Indeed. All right, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your last testimony? Well, with your next testimony. Ugh.
But it's so hard to go on.
We're on your side, Miss Foster. There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw.
I need Edward to talk like that to me. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, he's such a gentleman. Like, you understand what I mean, right? Like, ooh. Youch!
Witness's testimony running from the crime.
After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way that he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the branch. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
Witnessing such violence must have been difficult.
Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up.
If he accepts his testimony as it is, we're finished.
Don't say that.
Oh well. Maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte.
This trial isn't over yet.
That's what I like to hear. All right, Miss Faye, your cross-examination, if you please.
Oh, she did. She did. Oh, she did. Oh, she did. Oh, she did. Oh, she did. Pikachu. No, I'm sorry, just busy. I'll wait a little bit. My goodness gracious. I have no idea where this trial is going to go. I'll be 1,000,000,000,000,000% honest with you. I have no clue how this is going to turn out. I wish I had the ability to tell. I truly do. I love that theme. I'll hop over to this scene in the meantime. Oh my god, I gotta put Mia Faye Mika. Switch. All right. Still thinking about the contradictions. Trying to think. Put my brain to the test. And hopefully, like, I don't know, not be stupid. So she said something about seeing like him hoisting her into the car, but she has like a giant. Oh, you're back. Hello.
Hi, sorry. Was looking at dye stuff.
What?
Clothing dye.
Oh, I see. Nice. Well, you ready to continue?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm waiting for you.
Oh, right. The contradiction is staring you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack.
Cross-examination, running from the crime.
Anyways, as I was getting up, I thought of why this is stupid, right? Why her whole statement is stupid. The only way to hide her body was to put in the car instead of dumping her body into the fucking river below her. That's what I think it is.
What do you mean?
That's what I think the contradiction is. The only way he could dump the body away was in the car, even though there was a 40 feet long fucking river. They're on a 40 feet high bridge with a river that's known to sweep away its bodies, and the bodies are never to be found. Why didn't he just dump the body down there?
Well, let's press everything first. Let's see.
Because I'm thinking like,
Carried her over to the car. How do you see the car? But well, I don't want to jump too fast.
I mean, that too. Are you saying that the victim didn't fall down the bridge? Fall down on that bridge?
I guess you didn't get a chance to read it. That's okay.
Of course she didn't fall down on the bridge. Moving. If she had fallen down, this photo wouldn't make any sense. If that was the case, her coat would have been all muddy.
If you don't mind, I was asking the witness.
No need to be so rude. Well, young lady?
Of course, she didn't fall down. The man in prison never grabbed her before she could.
We're one step too slow. And then, what did the defendant do after that?
I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking criminally. You're thinking logically. Me personally, I would have just dumped the body in the river. You know? But
The thing is, like, what do we even begin to present in order to prove that?
I guess that's if you're trying to present the fact that, you know.
Maybe on press or something like that. But there is an interesting.
No. That's my idea. But maybe yours is right, considering that she wouldn't be able to see it over the rock either. Because if you look at the picture that she took, there's a rock blocking her path.
Yeah.
So it might be what you said.
I don't want to obsess over it too much because we tunnel vision.
No,
Just gonna go.
in Derpy we trust. In Derpy we
No,
trust.
do not.
In
Trust
Derpy
me.
we trust.
Trust me.
In
I've
Derpy
lost.
we
There's
trust.
been so many
Please,
times where I've led
please,
myself
please,
astray.
please,
No,
please,
stop.
please.
I'm being dead serious.
No,
There's been
but I
so
trust
many
you.
times
Please, Derpy
that I've
G,
led
please,
myself
Derpy
astray
G,
from tunnel
please,
visioning on
Derpy
one
G,
thing I
please,
noticed too
Derpy G.
early.
But that's not tunnel visioning. And also, I get carried away. I thought he just I just spewed out the most dumb shit. But yours makes logical sense, and you have not like a piece of evidence that proves that. 2 of them, the diagram and the photo she took. You have more than enough evidence to prove. If it's not right, then it's not right, and that's fine.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to run out of meter.
Well, I think it's right.
That's okay.
Yes. Did you find it? Did anything strange happen when he did that? Well, I don't know if you'd call it strange or not. But that's when the victim's scarf fell off. Just like I did.
You mean this scarf? The words match what we found at the scene. I don't see any problem.
I suppose that was the only way he could have... Okay. You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself? Yes.
Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be difficult.
Yes, but let's remember they were on a narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to have carried a dead body on the bridge like that?
Well, the fact of the matter is that he did. That kind of talk is just silly.
Oh, why did he get so emotional all of a sudden?
Miss Faye, if you think there's some other possibility, please share it with the rest of us.
He could have thrown the body off the bridge. That would have helped everyone. Why do you think that? It's already a broken down bridge hidden away in the mountains. Doing anything more to hide the corpse would just be going overboard, wouldn't it? Yes, but that mountain is famous among hikers. Surprising number of people go up there. But it's February, right? It was a rainy day that day, correct? There was also a small temple and a channeling Ooh, a channeling dojo there. Mia, come on, you guys. You know those monks. They just love cold, isolated places.
I think the witness is trying to say that the corpse would have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own eyes.
And you're absolutely certain that it was my client who was carrying the body? Well, he was wearing a prisoner's uniform, but as for his face...
So you're saying you didn't get a clear look of his face?
Well, they were far away and it was raining as well. I thought I was only supposed to say exactly what I saw.
Excellent, you're a remarkably honest young woman.
Something about this testimony is bothering me, but what?
Hey, kitten. Have you ever put salt in your coffee?
No, why would I?
Why not?
Huh?
It may actually go better with coffee than sugar, right? Listen, my point is if you're not sure, you might as well add a ton of salt to it. It might bring out the rust in something, like a piece of evidence.
He's right, Mia. Go present something. You've got nothing to lose. Cedar beer?
By the way, I wouldn't put salt in my coffee. The two don't go well after all.
Thank you, Goto. Fucking
I want to read this one
Diego.
one more time. Hold on.
Ba, 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 ba. And in prison uniform. In
That's all
Derby
to buy.
we trust. In Derby we trust.
Damn, how did the
In
judge
Derby
young and
we
fine at
trust.
this? How's the judge turn young and fine at the same time? I'm gonna be honest with you, the judge is ugly as shit. And it's also a different
That's
judge
not
from
the
our
same
go.
judge.
Yeah.
He's Canadian. In Derby we trust. In Derby we trust. In Derby we...
Told you.
Did you present the right thing?
Yes, I did.
What did you present? Oh. Flop.
I told you. It's not good to tunnel vision on something like that, because then you're gonna start missing everything else.
I thought you would have presented it to the statement about, like, the only way he can make sure the body stayed hidden.
These should be the same thing. It should work on
No,
both. I'd
you don't know
imagine.
that.
I'm not going to.
Please.
I'm not going to.
No, but I trust you. I believe in your statement. Your statement could be totally right. Please, DPG.
I'm
Please,
not
let me
going
ask
to.
DPG.
No.
Do this for me. Do this for me. Do this for me. Please, 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 please. DPG, pretty, please. I know you love me. I'm like the little devil on your shoulder. You know you wanna. You know you want to. Please, Derpy. Pretty, please. In Derpy we trust. In Derpy we...
This game is so stupid. This game is so dumb.
I don't understand. Why does the
just
line
thought it-
before it not work? It's the same shit.
I don't know.
I don't understand.
Like, one is
dude.
like, he can I mean, I guess the one before makes more sense, but the second one is like,
This game is so
she knows
stupid.
too much. She's talking about, like, the body being hidden. If she didn't see Like, how would she know he's hiding the body there?
Why
you
does it be
know?
something completely unrelated to what we're thinking, by the way?
A killer not wanting his victim to be found. I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. I was right, girl! Good job, me.
Well, what is it?
Take another look at the map of the area and I'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river.
For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. Ah!
In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found.
That's a little Leah.
If 10 murders were to occur at that same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water. I don't like being right.
Order, order, order. Not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Faye. But I must admit it does seem odd not to have thrown the body into the river. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? How sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature.
What are you talking about?
My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Quite true. Miss Faye, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all.
Womp. I'll wait a little bit.
But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous.
Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us.
Ugh.
Please, witness, go on with your testimony.
I'll try.
All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again.
What is he talking about? Alright. I'll do my best.
Not again.
Would you press that and talk about the fact that she couldn't see the car? What did a man do then? Well, naturally, he got in the car and was about to flee. That's when I came to my senses. I said to myself, you have to call the police.
And so that's when you call the police.
You're sure that's what you saw? All with that you sure that you saw all that? Oh my god. You sure that's
okay.
all you saw with your own eyes?
I have those like sentence strokes every once in a while.
Yes, I'm 100% certain.
I think these are the same. Check again.
I think you have a point still about the car.
I swear to God, this is such an awful.
But not the diagram. Not the image, you know? Not the car image, but the fact that you couldn't see the car.
So this is him breaking into the trunk. Okay.
Probably. Ender Beanie Trust, smile?
Oh my God, stop doing this.
I'm just saying, I trust your judgment.
Just save the body on top of the bridge. Wait a second.
Because now the focus shifted towards the car, so surely it's what you said. It's a correct line of reasoning. It's a good line of reasoning.
Yeah.
Well, however you say that. I say go for it.
This instead? But why this?
I mean, because there's a rock in the way of where she's supposed to be able to see the car, supposedly, no?
Doesn't feel concrete enough. I think, but to be
Okay,
fair,
we
the
can
reason why
present that
this
too.
didn't work is because we don't have a marked position on here. I feel
I mean, no, but it was showed to us where she was on the map.
Guess. This feels
I think
so-
it's a fair test, at least. This whole trial has been grasping for everything. And to be quite fair, all I've been doing is bullshitting my way. So I think it's only fair to bullshit your way.
Google. No.
Go to BT.
Maiden is all again. Isn't the victim's smartphone?
How did she know the car was stolen? Indubitably trust. Indubitably trust.
Question is, which picture do I even present at this point?
I think either or, no? They both like show the same thing.
This is more focused on the scene. This is more focused on her, on the location of everything.
I mean, to be fair.
But this,
Whichever one, just go for it. I don't know, we still have enough bars to burn.
yeah,
Go
we
for your
have.
gut. Go for your gut, Pokey. I'm with you. I believe you.
Oh, shot.
See?
I swear.
Well,
Alright.
Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time. Hmm? Done what? Made a crucial mistake.
Oh, crucial mistake. Like what, Miss Faye?
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and it hit the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes? Yes, and? It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here.
I was trying to say this shit from the start. I don't give a shit about throwing the body in the river. I don't care.
Well, I was worried about throwing the body in the river.
It's funny how we both
You
ended
see
up
what I
being
mean?
right.
Even if you try to see the car. Vroom vroom. This... Oh, I like that. This outcropping of the rock is directly in the way. Ah! That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could have not possibly seen the car. The killer's car. Ah!
I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. However, it isn't so tall that it would stop it from seeing the car.
That's right. It's not as high at all. I was able to see his car just fine. God. I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is just the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. So it could have been either or. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge. But the outcropping the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff. God,
Ah!
your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff. But still, you claim to have been able to see the killer's car.
Order in the court. What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo? Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. In fact, the fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it.
But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes.
Oh,
Mr. Judge.
well, what is it?
I think I must have remembered things wrong. Oh no! Hey, wait a minute, you can't just say that.
The wink. Miss Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect. Yes, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say? To err is human, to forgive divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here.
What? That's not fair.
Her shock is so good. Say the tears for later, kitten.
Mr. Armando.
Don't look back until the trial is over. Now is the time to go forward.
But that wasn't fair.
Okay, kitten. You need to relax. Then you need to remember. The other kitten's testimony.
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
So tell me, how did she know that? How did she know that he broke into the trunk?
Ah!
Well, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. Shit.
Well, witness.
Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk. Because there were marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain there were scratch marks when he broke into it.
What? Let me see that photo. It's true. He certainly looked like scratch marks around the keyhole.
That's a keyhole?
Yeah, I thought you knew that.
Thought it was a bullet hole.
Yeah, when he said bullet hole, I was like, that doesn't make too much sense, but I won't question it too hard.
Well, I was like, oh.
Because I was like looking at the scratches more than anything.
That's fair. I thought there were cracks from like the impact.
Fair enough.
It's obvious that this truck has been broken open. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied?
The judge is on her side. Can't make any mistakes here. What you just said. Is there a contradiction there somewhere?
I'll have to look back at what you said. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, guys, let's switch from Phoenix to Mia. Scroll. Because there were marks left on the trunk. So now that he broke into the trunk, there were marks left on the trunk. I'm saying there were scratch marks when he broke into it.
It just doesn't make sense.
Why doesn't it make sense?
I mean, if she was down there, she could have seen a car on the news, but how would she know that the scratches were on the car? He wouldn't have needed to open the trunk regardless before that, up until then. Unless she was the one who broke into the car herself.
I think you're jumping a little bit, but I know what you're trying to say.
I think it's her. I don't care. I don't trust her. She already rubs me wrong the first trial. Now she rubs me wrong here. It's her. I don't care. Melissa Foster. It looks like you finally betrayed yourself. What? You said you were in a field taking photos of wildflowers. But even so, you knew about the scratches. Question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Finally. I finally got her.
I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here.
The perhaps would be faster if Miss Faye explained herself.
Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation.
Read it. Go ahead.
She put the corpse in his
No. I mean the message. She didn't finish the
Oh.
line on the bottom. It's okay.
The reason the witness had seen the scratches was
She put in the corpse herself.
That's an
She
incredible.
did.
You wanna.
Yeah.
She's the owner.
To be fair, she didn't own the car. We know this. She couldn't be passing by because she was taking pictures down there, supposedly. So she probably put it in herself. I'm just saying.
I'll let you cook.
There was only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches.
Yes? What is it?
Naturally,
I don't know if that's the word I'd use.
when she opened the trunk, she stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of the car was Melissa Foster. It was you who did it, wasn't it? That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the present car. He's the one that... I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Falls would have been the one to put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open. Oh, I guess that's true.
He stole the car.
But he stole the car. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light,
He would still have the key.
which means that the key would still have been in the ignition. Oh, I see.
My bad.
My bad. Sorry, chat. Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Really. Without that, we would have never uncovered the truth. That it couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk.
Preposterous. To even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? The corpse could have only been put in the trunk when the incident occurred.
Shakes.
We
Dippy.
already know that at the time she was taking photographs.
What's up?
Shakes. Dippy. The camera has a timer. The camera is timed to take pictures. She could have set the timer. Yippee! It's her. Fuck you, bitch.
Wait, do we know that she took this photo? This
Yeah.
one, yes. Are you talking about this
That's
one?
the photo. Yeah, she took.
Ah, I
that's
see.
the one Edgar's talking about.
Yes, I see,
She
I
took
see, I see.
this picture that we're looking at.
I got you.
But it could have been her camera, because her camera has a little timer on it.
Fuck you, Edgeworth.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Edgar.
This is your case.
Here's your
You got
chance,
this.
Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself. Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Why? It's almost as if she had brought the camera just to take this picture.
What are you trying to say then, Miss Faye? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed?
Well, if she really did use the camera as the auto timer, then the answer is yes. She was somewhere else.
Now we have to show where she is now.
Exactly. She was not in the field.
Will the defense please explain further? Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? In answering that question, will also make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer this question. Where was Miss Melissa Foster when the incident occurred?
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Mm-hmm.
She was the person that was called to meet with the killer, along with, you know, Miss Lady over here. Where do you sure I should put it
What?
here? Oh no, go ahead. What are you thinking?
Well, do you think she's the killer? She could have been the victim. Like I said, she could have seen the notes. She could have been the one who wrote the note, and she could have
No,
been the
we
one
know
who...
the victim wrote the notes.
Then But it could have been the victim. She could have been dressed up as the victim. No?
But then I'm confused. Where are you trying to go with this?
What if the victim was never there on the bridge? And the person on the bridge, the picture that she took was of herself and the guy. Because the picture confirms that he's on the bridge, so she is on the bridge too. Look at the court record. Look at the court record.
I can't look at the court record.
Okay, well, imagine the court record. You can't say she's in the killer's spot. Because we saw that he's there. That is the prisoner. He's in the black and white garments. So it means she's the victim.
But we can...
We can't see her face. We don't know who that is.
You can see her face. If anything, we can't see the prisoner's face.
But that's a taller man. We can tell that's a man.
So you're implying that she's the victim.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's what I think. Naturally, the witness was right here.
But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. I love how the music feels the need to restart. Order, order, order. Miss Faye, what on earth?
Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim.
How asinine. Of course, Miss Falls met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Falls.
You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness photos was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne.
See?
What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life.
That's what I was
And
saying.
who exactly is the victim in this photo?
Dahlia Hawthorne. It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness.
What?
It's the only possible explanation. And then you're gonna present the little note that has the time and shit. The woman that Mr. Falls met on that bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster. Me. Let's remember that it was raining on Foggy on the mountain on that day.
You got this.
Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne.
But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped him get convicted.
But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. Penitentiary. That word. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore.
We're just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof?
I've got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open. At the time of the incident, Miss Fall had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like.
Yeah?
Yeah, because the scarf.
Yeah.
Miss Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification. Namely, this muddy scarf. It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wears a scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note that the victim left.
See, the victim wrote it.
Okay. I was just saying maybe she wrote it.
I know.
In other words,
I
as
can
long
see
as
what
you were wearing a scarf like he asked. Anyone who could ever pretend to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say that is that, Melissa Foster?
She got blown away.
Oh, she collapsed.
Yeah, I know she collapsed, but I think that's funnier.
Girl. Good.
Where's Miss Foster? She's collecting herself in the lobby.
obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. Then she set up a camera to snap a fake photo of them together.
The only question is, why did she do it?
Well, isn't that obvious? She's the real culprit.
Ah. Well, we'll have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court is in recess. The defense and the prosecution are both to wait in their respective lobbies.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understood. Very well, this court is in recess.
Silver's so right about that.
To be continued. Yeah, I hope she doesn't regain consciousness either.
Can we just do it? I want to see Goto again. Or Diego, sorry.
Alright.
Sorry.
I think you already know. I'm
I
sorry.
know,
It's too
I
late.
was looking at the time.
I know.
But I want
It's okay. That means the next time we play, we gotta see more of Hot Maya. Diego's kind of hot, and Miles Edgeworth
Maya?
is. I said Mia. No, I didn't.
You said Maya.
I know I didn't.
Don't gaslight me.
And then I also have to look at the disgusting peanut judge. Piece of shit. Derpy, you
And
suck.
Dahlia.
What? It has been almost
so
4
right, Silver.
hours. What have I done? I just do what I planned every single time. These streams are 4 hours long. I promise they're 4 hours long.
We should kill Derpy and Dahlia. Yeah? You wanna go?
Why did you stream
I'm
today?
in my
Listen,
spirit medium outfit. I'm
Listen.
ready to face you.
Leah, I need you to understand that we are streaming today because Mika's going to be cosplaying and going to a convention tomorrow. So we cannot stream. I mean, we could, but it would be 1, very late. 2, she would be kind of tired. And 3, I would also be very tired because I do not want to stream that late.
Can't
I
a
decided to
girl
stream
have
today.
some girly time?
Exactly.
Can't a girl go channel some spirits at its cosplay convention, Leah?
Listen, Leah, you can pretend that this stream is tomorrow's live stream and just watch the VOD.
Yeah, pretend tomorrow's Saturday. Pretend today's Friday. You know?
Exactly. I mean,
Happy
that's what
Friday,
I'm doing.
chat.
Happy
I hope
Friday,
you're having
chat.
fun.
Thumbs up.
I'll see you on Sunday for Sunday Splats. This is definitely not gaslighting.
It's not gonna happen. If you guys enjoyed this stream,
Sunday Splats isn't gonna happen. Yeah!
no, I did not say that. I did not say that.
No!
Don't get it twisted.
No!
Don't
Why
get it
can't we have-
twisted.
Why can't we have like Supreme Court Sunday?
Because I said so. No. Supreme Court Sunday.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. If you guys did enjoy today's stream, I implore you to drop a like down below. If you-
Or my gore, guys. If you like the stream, like drop a like down below.
Shaw dude, like the stream. If you guys want to see some more Mikachu, yes, extras from Mika in chat. Check out
Hello.
Mika. She streams every single weekday if she's feeling like it.
I'm gonna take a break for like this weekend.
Yeah, of course. She doesn't stream on the weekends because she needs her break time. But if you guys want to check her out, she's streaming on a pretty constant basis now because she's super awesome and wants to improve her art. So if you want to catch her drawing, being very silly, very random, I suggest going over there. Twitter's over there too as well. If you guys want to check out her art stuff, follow her sketch account too. Thumbs up. I'm done plug yapping. I'll be live again on Sunday. Thumbs up, smile emoji.
I'll be bothering you.
If I let you. Anyway.
You can't say no to me.
Yes, I can.
You just said yes. Therefore.
Subscribe for
Hold on,
Cookie.
Subscribe for Cookie. Yeah, you want this cookie. You want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Jingle, jingle. You want this cookie? Look, look, look.
Oh, God damn.
It's such a good cookie. You want it.
Anyway, have a great weekend. I'll see you guys at the end of it. Bye-bye. I'm done yapping.
Da, 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 da,
Stop
da,
singing the
da,
sex
da,
music.
Okay.